everybody who could just be taken as a slave, right? So the only person who could start a war was the noble. And when a battle was lost, a noble would be enslaved, and the rest of the county would then fall under the domain of the other noble who had won. So that was kind of how the traditional battle system functioned. So it wasn't like there was this idea of like ransacking one another just to ransack one another. Like wars have been throughout history. There was a material material reason, and there's also when you look at some historical sources like the Timbuktu Chronicles, there's this idea of restoring empire and building on the traditions of the former empires, and that also created instability with itself. And it's very, very nuanced, right? Because if we're talking about the part of West Africa where I come from, it was a tradition of empire, and in a hegemony, not everyone is equal. So what you see in the 18th century is that Queen Elizabeth, and this is actually in the Renaissance, right? Queen Elizabeth, she destroys the last major empire in West Africa along with the Moroccans. And then you get smaller empires. And then you have the people who were kind of oppressed, not in the sense that they were slaves, but they were just, there was just a history between them and the ruling class. And they take power in the 19th century and try to reform West Africa in their own image. So when we're talking about people being taken as slaves, we also have to understand like the history behind the conflicts, the reason, like the Fulani's year-long history of being under a bunch of Mende empires, wanting to seize the hegemonic power in West Africa, and the fragmentation of the Songhai Empire by Queen Elizabeth and the Moroccans. Like all of these variables created a very unstable environment where people are gonna scrap to get resources, and then it becomes easier to have something like the slave trade. But it's not because people were selling their people in the way that we understand it today. They would have, like I said, I hesitate even knowing the traditional system. It would have been hard for them to mass sell nobles like that. So of course there would have been kidnapping. Of course there would have been a lot of illegal stuff going on. But because according to the traditional system, not everyone could be made a slave. It just.
Well, I mean, technically, when you talk about slavery, I think we've all been victims of slavery, even white people. But anyway, regardless of that, the point is, if what you and Luss is saying is correct, and obviously, he's putting links that I've been reading, my point is why is it 2026 that people like myself, people that live in Western nations that you claim to be originally from black peoples, right, or we all came from black peoples, why is it our fault because of what governing systems did or empires did? It's not my fault what history has done. I wasn't even fucking born. My mum, my grandparents, my great-grandparents weren't born.
I don't believe anyone has even brought the conversation to that point yet. I think that's something else.
But what you're saying then, Ross, that you want to claim your land back, what's rightfully yours? Well, how are you going to do that, bro? Like, come on,
Okay, well, if the DNA test is pointing out very clearly that
DNA doesn't mean you get the land. If someone takes it over and you lose the battle, then you lost the land. That's the way it goes.
I mean, that's not the way it goes. We have.
That's the way it's gone since I mean, how many years of history do we have to prove it?
It
sucks.
Since the last 600 or so years of global white supremacy expanding for Western Europe,
Wow.
how it's gone. And before that time period,
First of all, hold on a minute. First of all, I don't believe.
And the stuff you're posting in the chat's bullshit.
I'm trying to clarify the paradigm shift
Yeah, but
here.
this whole white
The law
supremacy.
and order of
No,
today has been
Ross.
around for 600 years or less.
Please stop with the white supremacy shit, because if there is any such thing as white supremacy, please give me some. I'm not no superior to you, just as you're not no superior to me. We're all human
I'm
beings.
just clarifying what the laws are. Like, that's all I'm trying to do right now. Like,
Yeah,
she's
but
confused about
you're throwing out words about white supremacy.
She's giving
Come on,
us
dude.
the
We're
law
all
of
acting like a black
flavor right
supremacist
now.
man right now. So
Yeah,
no one's brought race into it. No, nothing. Just behave yourself, man.
Correct. It hasn't been race in it for the last 600 years. That's another one of the policies of the white global white supremacy. They've removed race from the equation as much as they could.
Yeah, but that's them. That's not me. That wasn't you, dog.
No one said it was you, man. You're taking things very personally for some reason. Like, it sounds like you're participating in something I don't know about. I haven't accused you directly of anything. I've only documented history of your region.
Yeah, but normal people like myself and my parents and my grandparents probably didn't even know this shit themselves.
Yeah, and I think it's important to distinguish between because if we do make a distinction between
Jada, you did not help us out at all. We didn't cover indentured servitude and the paradigm shift to Anglo-Saxon chattel slavery. You did not assist us. So please stop.
No.
Anyway,
so disrespectful. Like
I have to be, because everyone is ignoring reality.
No, because you shouldn't be disrespectful to a woman. What is wrong with you, bro?
That was the most polite way to say you did not move the discussion back to the actual forensics. That's the most polite way to say that.
I explained to her the dynamics of slavery in the Mande region, and she obviously didn't know that. So maybe it didn't for you.
Because it's not the same.
We're talking about African people selling each other, and I'm telling her that, like, you cannot use
slavery rather than explain it to her. Is not. It's basically she's explaining.
What does that have to do with enthrallment? The foundational culture of modern chattel slavery is Viking enthrallment system. I haven't pulled it up. It still exists.
I already know about chattel slavery. What I'm saying.
It's called thraldom. They have another word I didn't even know about.
Thraldom. You can't even say it properly. It's called thraldom because you don't speak the language. So relax. I can be mean towards you too, but I'm not going to do that. Thraldom. Learn to read.
Okay, ma'am. I'm just reading the modern English, which comes from the Blackamoors. I'm doing it just fine.
It's not the modern English. It's called thraldom. It's Danish.
Danish is black. We know that from the DNA test.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ.
So
everyone's black. Okay, so everyone's black.
Yeah, but what I just
we all have rights to all land.
I'm going to show you the first Daylander that they've recovered as a vessel. It's a black girl.
Okay, everyone originates.
It's a black girl. An African.
Okay, stop that, bro. Listen, you got like, listen.
Her name is Lola Girl Denmark. She's the first Daylander.
So what? We all come from black peoples, and what? What do you want us to do about it?
Modern Europeans were still black people until a few centuries ago. Only in the last 600 years.
What do you want us to do about this? We all come from black people, and what? What is the point here?
The whole point is, if we are directly descended from Lola Girl of Denmark, you can't be running around calling yourself a Danelander or a Viking. We have the Viking blood. We're their children. We're their survivors. You literally cannot make white people literally can't call themselves Ukrainians because those are black Africans. They can't call themselves Danish because those are black people.
I can't, man.
They can't call themselves any of these West European groups at all. They're all black Africans.
Oh my God.
The DNA tests are already called by white European agencies.
Can you just stop talking and can you just let Jatta speak?
I'm going to repost it so you can go check it out yourself.
Lars, wait, I'm from Denmark, right? I can read the study that actually came out because it was done in Copenhagen. What they explained is that Southern Europeans had darker skin much later than people expected because they were at the Mediterranean, which is basically a crossroad between Asia, Africa.
What does that have to do with Denmark?
right? And then they say they did actually said that the blonde, like the archetype of Scandinavian people, even though it's also just a stupid stereotype because most Scandinavians have light brown hair, but like the feature of like the blue eyes and the blonde hair originated in Scandinavia, and it spread slower than they expected. That is the latest article that they have said about that they have made about it. But of course, Blush, you
What
can't
does that
say.
have to do with Denmark?
No,
14,000
no,
BP.
no.
What
Okay,
does that have anything to do with Viking people? Nothing you mentioned had anything to do with Viking people. They're West African migrants who crossed from North Africa, western side of.
Right, just speak, Jato, and then I'll bring you back up.
No, but I don't think every single person today will argue that African people are the prototype all over the world, right? You have Lucille woman in Kamasapensa, what is it called, in South America, Brazil. You have Cheddar Man in England. You have like all of these fossils of these people who are mutation, but they're like the first prototype of Europeans, right? And that's fine, but they are still the people who are here as ancestors. It's not meant to be understood as if these people, they were here and for some kind of reason left back to Africa, had a gene pool in Africa, because then Europe would be empty. You have to understand, like, modern Europeans just have black ancestors. That is what these studies are trying to tell you.
So can I ask you then, so if Luss claims to be the original Anglo-Saxon, Danes, whatever he wants to claim, so then why didn't his original Anglo-Saxon Danes come and invade Europe and fucking interbreed with the people on that land? This is what I'm saying, man. This is just a ridiculous conversation. And for him to sit there, I don't even know what he's trying to achieve here.
First of all, you can't back stuff like that up because it's prehistoric, right? There's no sources on it. There can be DNA that can give you some inkling about certain kind of migration.
That's what I wanted to know, where my DNA came from, right? So I did a DNA test that tracked back more than I think it's got to be about 1,000 years. I had 0% African blood in me, zero. I told you I can narrow it down. It said I had 49.9% Celtic, Irish, England and Welsh, right? Then the other bit came from French, the Normandic tribe, Dane, Dutch, what else? Swedish, Germanic. There was a lot of bloodline, which then they broke it down, saying that would have been the movement of the Anglo-Saxons and the Danes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, but I don't think it goes any further back than that. But I just don't see what this guy is trying to achieve here. I don't understand it.
I think, I'm not sure about it either, but because it is, I don't know how to say it in English. I think it's like pre-understood, or I don't know how to say it in English. There's a word for it in Danish that, like, when it's like, there's an implicit understanding, right, that everybody in this world comes from Africa. So even though it doesn't explicitly say that you have African DNA, that just means you don't have modern African DNA. And I don't know if it's that Lars is trying to talk about, but that's nothing new. Everyone knows that, like, the first people in the world were Africans, and they migrated all over the world, and then due to climates, they changed in appearance, and also due to intercomasapinsa, intercourse with Neanderthals and Denovatians. New types of peoples were created, right? And that is scientific, but
it's a bit silly though that he's coming up saying that everything, because of what he's saying. I mean, because I was reading about this morning, but everything that he's saying, let's say he's correct. So now we all know what does he want? What was he trying to do? Claim the land back? kick everyone out and it belongs to all, black people now. Like, that's basically what he's saying.
Well, the Saxon, I think the fact that the Moors occupied Europe on the way to England as well as Sweden and all these other places.
They didn't. No. They were only in France. They were stopped by.
See, that's what they have to remove me because they know
they have nothing to do with him per se. He is of African American descent. He's mostly West African and Southern African or something like that. But the Moors were, a mixed breed of people who lived on both sides of the Red Sea, right? The Mediterranean Sea, right? You know what I mean? They're Berber people, they're ancient Egyptian people, East African people. So, Europe at one time, in different time of the earth existing, Europe was conducive to, allowing people of Mediterranean descent to live in the north. But when the Ice Age comes, obviously a lot of people leave that area or die off. But the truth of the matter is, most modern day Europeans, as so-called whites, are very diverse. And their original homeland would have been from, the area of Caspian Sea, the Caucasian Mountains, further even into Asia, right? Because there are two types of white people there: the Asia, like Japanese, light skin, really pale skin, and the European type of people. So the indigenous population of Europe were not simply Germanic and modern day population. They came into that area fairly recently. And sorry?
No, that's true what you're saying.
Right. So I did some research that even the Scandinavian population have what you call Phoenician ancestry in a sense, coming down from the Sabaeans. There's some connection there, so this designation of white, black, and all this other
this is, I don't care.
Sorry, 1 second. I'll just land this plane.
It's not arbitrary.
Yeah, hold up. They don't truly reflect the truth. There are differences between Europeans. There are also differences between Africans.
No, we don't know that anymore. The DNA test.
No, but you're not any of those people that you claim that are black. That's not who you are, bro. You're
okay.
West African, Nigerian,
yes,
maybe Native American, and probably 20% European ancestry.
Sir, last year we covered the 3 different blue-eyed strains in the modern European population. Do you know where they come from? Because
there are blue-eyed strains in Africa as well. There are hazel-eyed strains.
So do you know where the blue-eyed strain of today comes from in the white population?
Multiple of the blue-eyed strains. So there's not just one.
White people don't know that yet. They just dropped like a year or 2 ago. They don't know.
I think a lot of people don't know that yet. I don't think it's just white people.
Okay, so if you read the studies and kept up with the science, you would know where those strains are coming from, right?
Man, I've been investing in
I know where they come from. You should know where they come from.
Busy making money than worrying about some blue-eyed strain. But go ahead. I'm going to tell this.
Then why are they That's a fantastic question. My brother is overhearing this now. If the blue-eyed strains are not important, they wouldn't be cataloging and mapping them out and racially identifying their ancestral migrations. That's a very big point. One of the strains comes from Far East Asia, thousands of years ago. Wonderful. One of the strains is indigenous to Europe. That means it evolved or mutated because it's a recessive defect. It's localized in Western Europe.
Basque people?
Yeah, the new Basque or the old Basque?
The old
Basque. 2 different regions.
Yeah, the old Basque.
Oh, old Basque, 10,000 BC, Africans. Yes, okay, cool, whatever. Then you have Far East. That's like over there in China. So there's a Central Asian, Far East Asian blue-eyed mutation that was brought over to Europe. It's not from Europe. So you have to account for black Asiatics bringing that over. Like the Huns, like Attila the Hun, Those people carry that strain. You have an indigenous one that arose within Europe. They have to follow and pursue that one to see is it really indigenous, or did it come from, say, I don't know, the Arctic Circle migration of the white people known as the Rus. R-U-S.
So to ask you a simple question, since you're a highly intelligent man, why do human beings develop blue eyes?
Incest. The answer is incest.
Nonsense. This is pseudoscience, my friend. It's about your eyes capable of allowing the sun ray during blue eyes will allow the sun, your vitamin D,
to scorch your cortical nerve and blind you and give you cataracts at an earlier age. It's a recessive defect. Blue eyes is not an advantage of any kind.
It's not.
Oh, albinism.org. Yeah, you can go to the International Healthcare Institute and we'll
I know
explain
when certain older black male get old and they get cataract, they develop this blue eye thing around their eyes. Like I've seen that.
If you don't trust me, you can just go to the International White Institute for Albinistic Healthcare. Tell white people of the world, Asiatic or Caucasoid, how to take care of their recessive albinistic condition. They labeled the whole spectrum of OCA.
Why are you entertaining this shit still?
I have no idea.
It's not.
Hold on a minute. I want to ask him a question. Just one question. Hold on. Wait. Listen.
Now she's dodging away from the fact that we know what their race is. They're albinos. They're defective. That's it. Let loose land. Yeah, you let everybody else land on nonsense that has nothing to do with slavery or Viking migration. But now we have a source that isn't.
First of all, whether we come from black peoples or not, right? The problem is what are you trying to achieve here? Because
I'm trying to undo the whitewashing. I'm trying to undo the whitewashing of recorded history, genetics, and religion.
How are you going to undo whitewashing, bro? Am I responsible for whitewashing?
Looking at the scientific data that is pouring out of every continental study that shows these people.
So if all of these studies are already proving it, then it's already been done. So you can chill and just take it off.
Yeah, but the public doesn't know that white people have 3 different.
Okay, and everything you've posted, I fact checked, and you're full of shit. Like you're lying.
I can't take your word on that. I've been doing recording.
I posted it in the chat. I literally posted it in the chat.
What did you post? It contradicts everything I've said.
I mean, well, read what I wrote. What were you saying? Something about Slava.
Glory to Ukraine.
Glory to the slaver whites and the killing field. Come on.
Like that's what the war cry has been recorded as meaning for thousands of years.
Yeah, you're gonna have to show proof, not links to your Twitter.
How about go through Herodotus?
This is strange to me, Gabe.
Now I thought we were talking about what you posted in the chat. Like, why can't we remain civil about the back and forth here?
Yeah, no, that's fine. There was some other guy that was interrupting.
Okay, so man, who am I supposed to believe? You or Herodotus?
No, Google it. Google it.
I don't need to Google it. I read Herodotus. I know what he said. I know what the modern tradition said.
Yeah, but
it's insufficient to read an actual document, ma'am. Do you understand that?
But can you understand Herodotus?
What happened to that? No, I just need to have her understand. If I've already read the damn book itself, I don't need Google's misinterpretation of it. I know what Herodotus said. I read the
Right, so what does science say? What does science say about
the genetics matches what Herodotus recorded. He wrote that 450 BC. The genetics and the cultural analysis from the Romans and the Greeks after him confirmed what he said. Those are white people.
Even so, you're trying to tell us because of whitewashing.
What Herodotus said about glory to the conquerors, glory to the slavers in the killing fields of southern Ukraine is historically accurate, even in the Roman time records. So I don't
so you're trying to educate us about this whitewashing this and whitewashing that, but the point is
that's
what
what we're doing about it.
We can't do nothing about it. It's done.
We can do a lot about it, just like the Blackamoors did, just like the Spartans did, just like the Carthaginians did. All these people were black supremacists, and when these white invasions began in their time period, they wrote it down, killed, enslaved their women, push them back
So
into the
going
sea.
forward,
Well, you're saying then going forward that every black person should kill every white person. Is that what you're saying?
At the bare minimum, according to the Lacedaemonians, white people are supposed to be in chains. That's General Soas of 850
that comes from where? Where's that?
General Soas, Sous. His last name is from Morocco. He's a
Okay,
West
why
African
would you
cultured man.
listen to him?
Because he's the one who ended Hellenic Jim Crow chattel slavery 850 BC upon the Pelasgians. He's a warlord from
So
Africa.
you're basically saying
That's your
anyone
God?
that's not black should be in chains.
He's the one who brought justice to Europe, to Southern Europe of that time period.
So answer yes or no. So everyone that is not black should be in chains. Is that what you're saying?
That's what the Spartans said. That's what the Egyptians said under Pharaoh's Ramses.
Morocco didn't even exist back
Hold
then.
on a second. You're still not grasping it. You don't believe in justice, and that's cool, but there is a system of recorded morality that says you have to fight invasion with conquest. There's no peace between the races. That's 1,000. I can give you another citation. 1,000.
Please stop misrepresenting a continent, a people that you do not know, that you daily disrespect on this app. You don't know anything about African war philosophy or anything about African culture, and to sit here and talk about like African people as being supremacist in that manner. Like, you have to remember something when you're talking about the Carthaginians, right? It was from what we know from historical sources, it was on the contrary that it become a common saying that Carthage should burn, that Carthage should be burned down. That's why that Hannibal started the Third Carthaginian War. Because it's the story that we all know. We have China and America today. We had Russia and America before. We have had Britain. We have had France. It was two hegemonical powers fighting for dominance. So one thing is that you might read these things, but based on how you interpret them, you are not getting a very constructive message out of them. And that's why you're sitting here encouraging genocide. You have not learned anything that has taught you to think critically in any kind of way from reading all of these sources. That's why I said, yeah, you may have read Herodot, but do you understand Herodot? So please don't do that. Don't do that. And I would like to just clarify for people who are not African and who don't know anything about African culture, not just misrepresenting African culture. The Egyptians weren't really a strong military civilization. They were strong under Tutmosis III, but like Jesus Christ, I think the Persians conquered them by just having cats in the front. And it's like the reason why the world is today the way that it is today and colonization could happen was because that African people did not take war that serious. And there are even remnants, if you look at West Africa from the period of I think it's 500 BC up to year zero, there's no evidence of war. There are some of the most, it's like the region in the Niger, in Mali, the region between Timbuktu, I think it's Timbuktu and Guinea, was one of the most populated places in that time, and there's no sign of war. Africans don't have a strong war culture, and it's not to be mean, but why do you think Shaka Zulu was using a spear and a shield in the 18th century? Because they didn't invest into war technology in Southern Africa.
Yeah, Chada, you're right on point. Africans were much more highly developed and civilized.
I'm not saying that Africans Oh my God, no! I'm not saying that Africans were more highly civilized. I'm just saying that that's what we can conclude from where we are today.
And
based on
civilized.
And can I clarify one thing? Africa's big and diverse, and that was my second point. Then you have places like West Africa, where I come from, in Guinea, where Samuel Touré started mass producing weapons himself. Because again, Africa's diverse. So some West Africans they develop weapons themselves. Then you have Johnny who got it from the Turks. So,
a sign of high civilization would be peaceful people, right? Wouldn't you say so, Jeff?
I don't know.
Being a civil person, I mean.
But I'm not trying to make this a supremacist.
What are we talking about?
Yeah, like Puerto Ricans are uncivilized and Africans are civilized.
Oh, definitely.
No, that's not what I'm trying to say. Like I just explained to you, like Africa's diverse. You have Ethiopia, where you have like a century of nobles fighting each other over dominance for the throne. So, but like what I'm trying to say is that there wasn't the same investment into weaponry and war. There just wasn't.
Because there was ample resources to be shared, right? So in areas where there's scarcity, Europe at that time, with snow and ice and frigid weather and so forth, things were scarce, so people had to fight for resources, right? Like human beings are human beings no matter where they are.
Yeah, but the thing is as well, though, he's complaining about whitewash this, whitewash that, but then his own people love the whitewash. They love the white woman. So, and they're still mixing today, so I just don't see his point at this point.
They love the white woman, man. They love the snow bunnies like nobody.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying, man. The snow bunnies are alright. But, I know it's educating, but I just don't see what it's going to achieve. Like, I mean, obviously it's eye-opening, but I just don't see how he's basically advocating for genocide of all white people. That's just ridiculous at this point. And if wherever he's from and the government heard him speaking like this, he'd probably be thrown in jail, to be fair.
Unfortunately, we have freedom of speech in America, and we love it.
Not when it's inciting genocide, it's not. No.
Well, first of all, he's incapable of inciting any genocide because everybody thinks he needs a psychiatry treatment rather than anything else. But the thing about it is that he's not even related to these people he wants to boast about, right? Like, he has no connection to them. There's none. But he claims like, oh, we are the people. You ain't the people. You're from Niger, Congo. You know what I'm saying? Spear chucking, chest, like whatever, You
I think you need to relax on the stereotypes. No, I really think you need to do that because you're so quick to talk about like, oh, he has nothing to do with the Moors. You don't know if he's.
You know what's an interesting fact? Guys? You know what's an interesting fact?
Then you need to remember your history because the Mojaves, they invaded the Ghana Empire first.
Yeah, we don't even care. We don't even care. We don't even want about it. Listen, no. Hold on. But this is what I want to tell you, that this Atlantic slave trade, not even 10% of the slaves actually made it into the United States. Most of them went to South America. Most of them went to the islands surrounding in South America and Central America. So most of those people that came in were all in Brazil and so on and so forth. Not many of them were in America, and when they were in America, they just stayed in America. So just to blame this whole Atlantic slave trade thing, it was a shorter route to go from there to the islands or to South America than it was to go straight to America because of the Gulf Stream.
What America are you talking about? America.
It's all America. It's all the Americas. It's all the Americas, dude.
So I meant I said South America and North America. When I said America, I meant like North America.
All of it is the transatlantic slave trade.
Exactly, but were they going to be the pickers and farmers? Those people They came in from the islands, because going from Africa to America was just like like that was suicide. They can never live that long. That's been proven. But you are right. They did come into the Americas. But I'm saying less than 10% actually made it to North America. And I'm not talking about Mexico. I'm talking about like Northern America, like, you know, where they were in the fields. In the United States, correct. And in the beginning, there was freaking people in America manning the slaves. And they were actually sold to the Native Americans first. And they actually learned how to farm with them and do many of the things with them. And then they obviously took them back. Or
that doesn't make sense. West Africa.
I can give you all the information. It's known all through history.
But it doesn't.
You think we knew how to grow tobacco, Jenna? You think the Africans knew how to grow tobacco? Where did they learn how to grow tobacco then, or treat tobacco? They had to learn it from the indigenous people, right?
It depends on on the crop, right? But
okay.
If we're talking about cotton, Africans were already growing cotton in the mountains.
Not cotton. There were things like tobacco, specifically, like tobacco.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm not familiar with that, so you might be right.
Let's change the conversation a little bit.
I mean, I like Jatar. She explains things in a better formal way than this Lusk guy.
But I also I would like to clarify, I don't have the same opinion as Lusk. I'm not for genocide.
God bless you, Jatar. God bless.
I think that's quite a fundamental difference.
But I mean, even with history, listen, with every empire and every colonization has done bad things. I don't dispute that. But that's every empire's done it. It's just how, I don't know, it's just what happens. I can't control what happens in history.
It is what happens, but I don't think that we can see ourselves as non-actors of history. We have to learn that history in order to be better and understand that history is a series of events that are impacted by human beings. That should empower us to do the best that we can do for us and our surroundings, right? Like, look at where we are now. We all grew up with World War II movies, and for some reason the generation that experienced it had to die off, and then 5 years later we have far rights all over the West again, and that's because we don't take history serious. And I'm biased. I'm saying this as a history major myself, but I think it's something that proves how important history actually is. And also how you understand history, right? Because everyone can sit down with a certain kind of text, but what are you actually getting out of it? Do you get the broader message of understanding the systematic harm that was caused in the past and how that should never be replicated?
Yeah, I mean, I think definitely we should learn from our mistakes.
Yeah, it's an encouragement to cause even the same harm that person has caused. And then history is a subject has failed you.
Oh, okay, Jata. So you said you're a history major? Is that correct?
Well, she seems to be speaking more intelligently and rational compared to what you are. You're advocating for genocide of all white people, which is not right.
I never said that. I said chattel.
You said all white people should be in chains. Like, bro, come on.
I said at bare minimum, that is still not genocide, and that's the minimum requirement of the ancient Egyptians, who told the Spartans that was required.
I don't care. We don't live. We don't live 2,000,
So you
200,000
don't
years
care about
ago.
the recorded history.
Right? It doesn't matter. The point is now going forward.
You're lying.
Is how
Okay,
making the same mistakes.
Okay, well, it's not. It wasn't a mistake. The mistake was to free people from history.
African history constantly. Africa never had a mode of production that was slavery. Africans had a mode of production was communal, almost in some places up to the time that Europeans came. Africans did not have a mode of production of slavery.
Yes, okay, so Jaka, are you aware of Ramses II? Do you know what he's famous for? You're a history major.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is Ramses II famous for, real quick? Enlighten the public.
There are several things that you have, like you can understand what it means to be a history major, but
pick one.
based on
What's one of his crowning achievements?
Can you not speak to her like that? It's a bit rude.
I'm trying to prevent her from Googling it real quick, like all the other
I'm not
PhDs
Googling
done.
anything. From what I can remember, he had some military conquests. He had some comments and some monuments that he constructed. He had a very, very long reign. There were people who lived and died under Ramses' reign. So he was known as the great ancestor to many. He was seen as probably the most foundational, the greatest ruler in the 19th dynasty, I think.
You can stop reading your Google results, Jeez.
No, okay, that is on top of my head. I swear, this is why I don't want to deal with you people. Like, you are so...
Ma'am reflected and she Googled. Wow. So
no, I didn't Google.
That's pathetic.
Do you know what?
I wish it wasn't predictable, but it's happened for the last 3 years on 3 platforms. It happens every time. Everyone says they're a major of this, a major of that. You ask them basic, fundamental aspects of their field. They don't know anything about industry, about science, about evolution,
do you know
about
what the field
history.
of history is? Do you know what
Why do you not know that Ramses II is famous, especially now, for the Battle of Kadesh, where he nearly died in conflict with the Anglo-Hittites, a white group that he made a whole racial mural about to depict these strange people.
I know what you're talking about, but like, Lars, I don't think, Lars, okay, I think you need to understand something.
Crowning achievements, ma'am. He nearly died. He nearly lost Egypt.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ. Lars, you need to understand something. History and historiography is based on written text. If you want to specialize within the history of Egypt, you do not become a historian, you become an Egyptologist, because that is a field that requires different skills than diving into archives, okay? So you are confusing me for Egyptologist.
I'm a construction worker. I'm a trade union construction worker. Skilled trade. Wonderful. Great pay, great benefits. Get your children in there. It's wonderful. I do this. I read history as a hobby. I study archaeology as a hobby. Yes, and I still am a pioneer. And I'm still a pioneer in genocide research. I can tell your institutions where to go dig to find the original people of certain lineages. I'm the only one on earth who knows that, and I'm correct about it. I told them the race of Otzi man before his DNA sequencing was complete. I said it 2.5 years before it was complete. I said he's Somali Ethiopian phenotype. He is clearly a Phoenician lineage. Now he's black. Like today he's black. 3 years ago he was not black. Sulfur was posting that all over his social media, reminding everyone he's black. So you don't know about the Sea People's invasions of 1500 BC to 1200 BC through the Middle East?
We can't change anything, Ross. That's the point. We can't change anything. That's it. Just deal with it and move on.
That's not the question. It's a history question. It's one of the most pivotal
you don't
racial power in any region. That's part of European history.
Stop. I have to cut it out.
Invasion is one of the largest collapses.
Lars, try to listen.
Stop condescending to me. You're about what's going on in history.
Oh my God, I'm gonna go fucking insane.
You don't know anything about history.
Lars, stop talking before I call you something that I don't know.
Basic history.
I didn't Google anything. You're paranoid. You're not mentally stable. Like people who deal with antiquity are not historians. People who deal with antiquity are not historians. It's people who majored in what is it called, like classical studies, philology. Like you do not know. You do not even know the different fields and how to deal with the different fields. You are very confused. I told you I'm a history major. I deal with archives. I deal with written records.
Let me Google that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I do realize talking voice and reading voice sound clearly different. Both of us spotted you reading Google. We called you out before you started reading.
Well, I didn't Google it. If I Googled it, don't you think I would have named? I would have had the names of the battles. I don't remember Ramses II freaking battles. I don't even remember the name of the monument that he built. Didn't you notice how vague it was? What I said? Of course, it's
And you Google it, man. That's a typical Google search result production. Come on, man. That's the whole point.
Crazy. You are paranoid. You need medicine. You need medicine. Okay, like I was being so undetailed because I don't freaking remember. Like if it had been a Google search, I would be like, oh yeah, he built that thing in Karnak and then he built that in Thebes and blah 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 blah. That would have been indicative of a Google search because like there would be so many more details in it. I just said the vaguest that I could say about Ramses II. I don't even think that I could use that to write a paper in like for a sixth grader. It was a very vague answer because I really don't remember what Ramses II did. I admire his statues when I see them in the museums; they're gorgeous, but I don't remember. And I told you that from the beginning. Like I just had to go back in my memory and take the superficial knowledge that I had on Ramses II. I don't know why that would be indicative of a Google. That's crazy. You know what you need to do, Lars? Instead of doing all of this, you need to start advocating for your government to spend more money on its people and taking care of its people. That's way more conducive. Do that instead. I'm really sorry, everybody.
No, it's all right. I mean, obviously, he's passionate about how he feels, but I mean, I wouldn't be saying, you know, when everyone in chains, that's crazy. Can you imagine? I mean, it would be crazy for a white person to say, oh, let's put every black person in chains or every brown person. It's just ridiculous. I mean, I wish we could I sometimes wish, you know, history didn't happen the way it did, but I can't change it.
No, the only thing we can do is learn from it and not repeat the same mistakes. And I think that is what loss is missing. Like, yeah, I don't know what to say.
These leaders never learn, Jatta.
No, but that's why we as people have to push back on them. Like, I think what I've noticed is especially in Denmark, the unions are getting weaker and our parliament, we don't have a parliament, we have a tape, which is a legacy from the Vikings. It's getting more and more elitist and more and more, and it's more and more subjected to lobbyism, but that is because we are allowing rich people to get richer and they're using their money to weaken a lot of the that more people, black or white or any other color, they will start thinking like us, right? Because that is what capitalism does when it's in crisis. It produces fascism. And I do think it's important for people to talk to one another, and because it's that way that we learn that we're all people. And but yeah, I don't know. I am optimistic about the future. It's just hard to be optimistic these days.
Unfortunately, I think with these current situation conflicts, I think leaders, governments, whatever you want to call them, people of authority, I think they profit from it, to be honest.
But they do. Like in Denmark, I don't know if you know, oh no, you guys are not a part of the EU anymore. But Denmark just took the mantle of some kind of position within the EU, and then funny enough, we have to have an election, and everyone knows why. That's because our prime minister, she's ready to pass on the power so she can get a higher job within the EU, like so many other have done before her. And it's not just the prime minister; it's even people who are representing the people in the parties, right? They go on to get these big jobs, even though it's traditional labor parties, right? The working class parties. They will go on to sit in the board of some huge corporation. It's gotten there's this expression in Danish called levebrødspolitiker, which is basic. How do you say that in English? Levebrød. A breadwinner politician. Somebody who's just there to make money, right? And that's basically what is happening with politics right now. And I suspect it's not just happening in Denmark. It's many places, but I think this is also the time, especially now, to dig up in history, especially the history of like the workers' movements, because I think that that's there where we can learn something in this generation in regards to mass organizing, putting pressure on leaders and getting our interests transformed into policies that benefit people, the environment, and so on. So I'm not hopeless yet. I know the history is there, and yes, and because it's been done before, it can be done again.
I agree. Is anyone on here got Zabu blocked? Anyone on the stage? Christian Malik, Christina.
Who? What?
Have you got Zabu blocked?
I don't even know who that is.
Must be Christian Malik.
I try to block her, but she just
Everyone keeps asking me about this person every single day. No, I don't know who he is.
Is she?
Hey,
Yeah, I don't know.
I just unblocked her. I had her blocked. I just looked. Sorry.
I don't know why I was being blamed. I didn't block anyone.
I don't think anybody.
It was me. I had her blocked. I just unblocked her.
Oh shit! Why you do that?
I don't like her.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I don't like black people anymore. I just insulted them.
You guys were arguing for time. I was eating some food. Oh, wow.
Where's King Baldwin?
Oh, King Baldwin's not here because he doesn't get over that.
Oh, okay. Is Jane still around?
Wait, I thought you were Jane.
No, I'm Christina.
Oh, it's a joke. You guys sound so...
No, Jane do.
Whatever.
Awesome.
People sound the same or something.
I don't know.
Hey, racist Christian.
I went outside to buy some salt. So I went to the supermarket to buy some salt. I bought everything else. I come back to the house. I'm getting ready to cook. I was just about, and I'm like, oh my God, no salt. Can you believe that? I had fried eggs today with no salt.
It's probably good for you.
But still tragic.
Yeah, probably. But it's okay, man. I'll get some salt soon. So what's the topic then, guys?
So what did you
Was you not
substitute
listening?
for salt? What did you use instead?
Yeah, the other topic's finished, so we're just...
Yeah. What did you find that really interesting? Do you know, it's the first time I've learned something about this, actually. It's interesting.
Man, people are getting angry, like they're Googling. I know they're Googling. I'm like, oh my God.
Who's Googling?
No one was Googling.
Googling.
I was accused of Googling, but I wasn't.
What's wrong with Googling?
Well, apparently I was supposed to know it on the top of my head, and I didn't. And I had to think about the question for a little bit because, well, ancient
Do
Egyptian.
you find yourself Googling all the time, or is this something that happens once in a while?
No, I always Google, especially if someone asks me for a Quran verse or a Bible verse or something. I will have to go to Google, type in what the verse says, and then I'll get the book name, chapter.
I don't Google much anymore. Like, they invented this thing called ChatGPT, and it's like so 19th
Yeah,
century.
ChatGPT did make a few mistakes, and it made me not want to use it again.
What mistakes would it have made? You just asked the wrong question.
No. It gave me a verse. It was like Luke 15:21, but it said John 15:21, and I said, actually, you mean Luke?
No way. Are you serious? That type of mistake? That's heavy.
Yeah.
That's messed up. That could mislead. Wow.
Magzed wants to talk. I don't know who Magzed is.
No, he's not here. He left. You don't know Mexet? He's a white Hebrew Israelite.
He's Jewish, Mick said.
Yeah, white Hebrew Israelite.
That's fine. That's fine.
Well, if you ask him if he's white, he will say he's not white.
No?
No.
How the hell do you look like an average? Man, the dude is crazy. He said he knows that he's descended from what's his name? That priest Aaron, Moses' brother.
Yeah,
He says he's a male direct descendant from him.
Oh, Aaron, Mary's brother, the mother of Jesus.
No.
Do you know when?
Moses' brother, Aaron, sister of Mary,
It's all about the priesthood, so he's a priest. Zed is a priest. So to be a priest, as a Jewish priest, you have to come from a certain line.
But they don't have priestly lines, they have rabbis.
No, they have priestly lines.
Everyone's some sort of priest or rabbi on Clubhouse, aren't they?
He's not a priest, he's not allowed to do a priestly stuff. He's a rabbi. He's simply a rabbi. He's just a rabbi.
Well, I asked him that. I said, is he a rabbi? He said, no, he's a priest.
Yeah, there's about 30 rabbis here on Clubhouse.
Yeah, Black Rabbi is one of the best ones, I think.
Yeah, I got a picture of rabbi.
There's one on here. I can't remember his name now.
Let me see if I got the picture of rabbi. There it is. Let me put it on my display picture. I saw a newspaper of him. There it is. Can you see it? That's rabbi.
No, that's not rabbi, is it?
That is rabbi.
Oh, shoot. He's been eating good.
Stop it.
Where's halloumi? Where's halloumi?
Halloumi, that's some sort of cheese.
Halloumi fries.
Oh yeah, the cheesy fries, right? I'm trying to make carnivore bread, man. It's like they want me to get egg white powder. Like where am I gonna get what as the Morrisons? Like where?
Egg white powder?
Yeah.
Not even heard of that, to be honest.
You sniff it?
Do you know what? If I was in Nottingham right now, I'd go buy a bit of sniff.
He probably sniffs creatine.
I used to sniff cocaine back in 2012.
I used to do a bit of that back in the day. And a bit of the ecstasy pills in the nightclub.
Yeah, the ecstasy pills, yeah. But you haven't taken any else.
They said try it. They said
I've probably taken more than you, Megatron, bro.
Yeah, right. You ever take 2 at once?
I was partying every other day.
Mm-hmm.
I think the only thing I haven't tried is heroin, where you inject yourself.
They said do a line of cocaine, and I was like, nah, man, I'm a nigga, bro. I don't do no cocaine. I just smoke weed. And the white boys, they were like, no, try it. I said, you do it first. Let me see you do it. And then he done it. Bam, bam. And then when I done it, bam, it went on one nose. And then all of a sudden, yeah, I can feel. I was like, what? My face feels like nice, numb. And then afterwards, I was like, let me get the other nose done. Boom. And I done the other nose. And then afterwards, yeah, I felt like I was the king of the world. Like, even if you ask me, do you want to swap places with like a billionaire? I'm like, no, I'm so happy to be me. And it was like the best feeling ever. But then when it all ran out, I was like, where's it all gone? And they're like, oh, it's finished. And I'm like, what do you mean it's finished? I was like, what? Don't tell me this is finished. And then you just start to feel depressed again. Man, this house is freezing like a bitch.
So that's why I like right around your level of confidence. Like back then, we used to get so many E's for free. It was insane.
Yeah, I used to take some.
I used to have so many that they would melt in my pocket.
Man, I used to take every time I used to go out every Friday and Saturday night.
I used to dip my hand into my pocket and just put it in my mouth.
Oh, shut up.
Yo, Zach. I'm not playing.
Oh, man.
Man, they was the best times though. Like, I used to go out clubbing every Friday, Saturday night, get absolutely fucking pissed off, take a few ecstasy pills, have a line of coke. Man, it was fucking the best times, man.
I know, the good old days, right?
Yeah, good old days, that's it.
Now we're Christian, we can't even have 4 beers.
Oh, I ain't had a drink since the 6th of January. And even then, I drank 2 bottles of wine, man. I was fucking so bad the next day. In fact, to be honest, I ended up in hospital the next day.
Yeah, sometimes I do drink, but I've never drank and been on Clubhouse.
Oh,
I
have.
can't.
I've been in Megatron's room a couple of times and been a bit pissed.
Oh, man. There was one Christian, I was like, brother, are you drunk? And he's like, no. He was Arab Christian, yeah? And I can almost swear that this guy is drunk, but he's telling me, no, I don't drink. And then I can hear this. This is what I can hear in the background. I can hear this. And I'm like, brother, are you trying to light up something? And he's like, no. I'm like, this guy's a clear lie. I can clearly hear you battling with your lighter to light whatever you're smoking. No, I don't drink.
I used to, it's really weird because thinking back now, and I can understand it. So before, when I used to have a line of coke when he was 12, it didn't have inattentive ADHD. I've been suffering for years and I didn't even know. So the medication they give you for the ADHD is very similar effect that a line of cocaine would have, or amphetamine or whatever. It does the total opposite to me. It actually, it's really weird, man. It just mellows me out.
Someone gave me this pill. It was blue, and it had a picture of a transformer in it, like the Transformers.
Did you take it?
I told him to take. He had a bag. I told him to take some, and then I took it.
It's not Christian.
What was it?
Blue
Diazepam had blue pills as well.
Blue Transformer pill. Okay, what's it called?
The only thing now when I take my medication, when it wears off, I feel like I'm on. As soon as I can feel it wearing off, it's like my body comes. You know when you have like a come down from like cocaine or a bit of amphetamine?
Yo, Saxon, let me ask you a question. Is this Saxon talking?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why would you get on a pill for? Like, you're an adult. Like, who gives a fuck what people think about your ADHD?
No,
You ain't
because
trying to learn nothing.
No, send it.
Yeah, but that could be a good thing, right? Like, you get a lot of shit
Not
done.
really, because it makes me it makes me anxious, it makes me angry, it's overwhelming, man. Sometimes I need to slow down.
I heard coffee is good for it, naturally.
No, it's not, and I drink quite a bit of coffee, but
Yeah, I know this kid who had that issue. He says that when he drinks coffee, it's the opposite effect of when it calms him down. He's able to concentrate. Like, I think it's a great thing to have it. Like, people look at it as a medical condition, but I think it's a great thing.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing to have it, but I mean, when it's affecting your daily life in terms of anxiety and low moods and irritability, then yeah, that's an issue.
Are you making up the anxiety, or is the anxiety around you?
No, I've been suffering with anxiety for years, man. And do you know what's funny? Because they tried like different medications for the anxiety. Literally nothing worked. Absolutely nothing worked.
Why do you have anxiety? Is it because of society? Like what?
No, they're saying that it would be because the ADHD could cause the anxiety. Untreated ADHD could cause it.
Well, you can get anxiety and depression through an imbalance of serotonin in your brain, and this has nothing to do with
tonics or this other good stuff.
No, it's endorphins in your brain, isn't it? You're just not. It's something to do with endorphins.
No, I get it. I'm saying, like, how is it developed? It's like triggered by.
It can happen through post-traumatic stress disorder.
Right, so something triggers it, right?
Yes.
All right, so it's your environment.
It can be something that happened where a bad event happens, and a person they usually do fight or flight. But if they choose to flight, they will somehow forget about what happened and move on with their life. But that is actually in a certain part of your brain where even though you forget it, it's still there lingering. Like you need to combat it so you can treat from it, but it's still there lingering in your brain, basically.
Probably.
Subconsciously, yeah, there you go. That's the word. And it's to do with your neurodivergence. So to treat that, if you don't treat it, people can turn to anxiety and depression, and it can turn to substance abuse. And then from substance abuse, especially if you're using marijuana, you can fall into a state of psychosis. And if you fall into a state of psychosis, you need to what did the teacher say? I went to central London for a few months.
Yeah, but the science says that ADHD could be genetic, and researchers found the difference in genes related to the brain chemicals like dopamine, which helps with motivation, focus, and processing. But it's not, and also it's not caused by what, and this is science, it's not caused by bad parenting, too much sugar, too much TV, lack of discipline. It's not caused by that. It's something, it can be caused by even if you was born prematurely, could cause it.
I was talking about complex post-traumatic stress disorder and anxiety and depression.
Oh, yeah. Well, even with ADHD, even as time goes on, because it can affect you in that way, it can cause anxiety as well and low moods. So when you go to the doctor, just think, oh, you're feeling a bit depressed and anxious, we'll give you this, but it's not working. But the ADHD medication does work. So,
I've been waiting for my ADHD medication for like 2 years now. And the NHS says that it could take up to 5 years before I can receive the medication.
Why is that?
I don't know.
Is that causing you anxiety?
Do I have anxiety? No.
I mean, the fact that you're waiting 5 years to get it, that causes you anxiety?
No.
So then why do you need it for
then? It's the thoughts. Like my brain, I have so many thoughts in my brain. Like right now, I'm thinking of about 10 different things when I'm talking to you.
At the same time, that's genius level, bro. I fucking amazing.
See, me, I think I only take mine because of the anxiety aspect of
so
it.
You can actually, it's like in the movies where, you could, you're a superhuman, man. The fact that you can continue to hold 10 different thoughts at the same time and not be insane, bro.
Yeah, I think it's extremely annoying. Like right now, when I'm talking to you, I'm thinking about going to the gym tomorrow, my driving lesson on the 12th, brushing my teeth before I go to sleep. But all these thoughts simultaneously at the same time as I'm talking to you.
Well, I just did it. I think I was thinking about 3 different things while listening to you.
Yeah. And it's non-going. Sometimes it's about 10, 20 thoughts.
Yeah, but sometimes your brain don't even switch. My brain don't switch off.
Yeah, when that happens, I just go into sometimes I'm watching a movie. I was watching this movie and there's about 5 minutes of it that I didn't realize. I'm looking at the TV, but I'm not really there. Because I'm just so busy thinking about other stuff.
So,
the doctor said with these pills, these thoughts will stop and you'll be able to concentrate more. And it's not very good while you're driving, right? And you're thinking about loads of different things. You're supposed to be aware of what's going on the road.
That's dangerous, I think. So let me ask you a question. Do you think that people with that condition, if I can use the right terminology, have always had it, or 100 years, 200 years ago, or stuff like that? Because it's just all of a sudden everyone seems to have it.
Well, no, because my son was diagnosed. So my son was diagnosed with it when he was 7. But me, I'm 42. I could have had this all my life and not known, because women mask it a lot different and manage it a lot different. And usually when girls are diagnosed with it, especially adult women, it's usually, majority of the time, it's missed. Because they mask it differently, most of the time it's misdiagnosed of having depression and anxiety, right? But it is something that you could have. But years ago, it wasn't even a thing back then when I was a kid. It wasn't, not like it is today. It's more out there now than what it was back then.
I believe that mental health knowledge is increasing as the time goes by. So, people that have ADHD, it's mainly due to differences in brain development and genetics, brain areas that control attention, impulse control. and activity, levels of work, stuff like that, concentration, environmental factors. It could also be early exposure to toxins or stress can also play a small role, but mainly this is genetic.
So, like, yeah, man, like, so do you think that, like, you will have other illnesses if untreated in the future, like when you're an older person, like Alzheimer or some other brain conditions, or what's the study say about those things? Like,
no, I had. Do you know it's funny you say that, because do you know when I did my heritage check, like I did a DNA test to see where my lineage came from, I also did what are called a DNA health check at the same time, and with what they picked up with my DNA, they said that I was a low risk for things like dementia, Alzheimer's.
Yeah, so like ADHD itself doesn't directly cause other brain illnesses, but people with ADHD are at a higher risk for conditions like anxiety and depression, and substance use disorders, so they turn into drugs. But this is like a stage, right? But I did fall into, because I used to be involved in a gang, and I've done so many like gang activities and friends getting shot and around me and stuff like that, shootouts and all that. It really gets to your head, you know. And obviously, I did develop PTSD, especially being in jail for 3 years in a jihadi jail in the UK, being a Christian and stuff like that. So I lived a pretty hard life. So I did start to have anxiety, paranoia. That made me be more violent, smoke a hell of a lot of weed and drink alcohol. But I believe that some people, they do cognitive behavioral therapy. That really helps. They take serotonin pills. That helps, and obviously, but what helps, some people do yoga or exercise or whatever. To me, religion helped a lot. And not just because it's Christianity, people can be a Muslim and their religion might help them. That you can be a Buddhist or whatever, you can do yoga, it can all help you. But with me, was religion, was Christianity, it did help me. And obviously, with anxiety, with the CBT, I obviously learned how to, you just have to accept things, you know, you have A, B, or C. You choose A, B, or C. There is no D, E. There is no extra things that you can choose. So you learn to accept. Like if your car breaks down in a highway, you pull over to the hard shoulder. You don't have many options. One of the options you have is call for someone for the AA to come and pick you up. Go to the phone, call for the AA to pick you up. Deal with the will yourself. If you don't have the tools, you can't do that, or just sit down and do nothing. So out of these three options, you choose the one that is more sensible, which is call the professionals to come and pick you up and take your car away. So this is what it is. And with life, you just take this and apply it. Sometimes you just have to accept that the bad things happen, and you move on from there, and just know that there's always light at the end of the tunnel.
yeah, man, that's a good way of looking at it. Do you think Megatron suffers from the opposite of ADHD? He's slow as fuck.
If it's a wild guess, I think Megatron has a borderline personality disorder where he will be happy and everything will be okay, and then all of a sudden he'll go absolutely ballistic, and then when you see him again, he's happy again. My cousin has borderline personality disorders. This only happens if you get to know the person if they feel comfortable with you and they have like some sort of a friendship or relationship with you, and they will just spit out on you, and a few moments later they'll be okay. I'm not sure if it's borderline personality disorder, BPD, or bipolar, but there is something with Megatron. But I just don't know what.
I was laughing. Oh.
I appreciate that.
So next time you crash out on me, I'll give you a break for a couple of days.
If you date,
I do.
date a partner that has, you don't know, it's they can come across very narcissistic, right? Where they do gaslighting. All of a sudden, they will make you feel like you are the best person on planet Earth, and if you do one little mistake, you become the worst person on planet Earth, and then they will bring you back up again. And certain men and certain women, they really can't handle this. This is probably the worst thing to be in, is in this situation, because the religious people will call it the Jezebel spirit. Scientific term, they will call it borderline personality disorder with narcissistic behaviors.
Well, then Megatron's got the Jezebel spirit then, because how you just described all that, he fits into that category. But I'd crash out with him as well.
I mean, I appreciate all you people, and my I wanted to thank Daniel. He is the reason why I breathe. Go on.
But you do know that every single human being has some sort of mental health issue. For example, we have physical issues. No one is immune to getting like issues with your body, and no one is immune to getting issues with your brain. No one has a 100% perfect brain. It has nothing to do with money or anything. For example, look at Elon Musk, one of the richest men in the world. He has autism. He's got some sort of mental health issue. Donald Trump, he's not a normal person. Everyone has a sort of mental health issue, you know. And some people, they come here on Clubhouse, you can clearly tell, you know. Some people are lonely. They come here because they want to get like fellowship and friendship. Some people, they come like, it's very strange, these platforms, because people get, I know people who, they're normal people in real life. They got a normal job, but they come into club and say like, you fucking nigga, yeah, fuck you. But in their job, they will never do that around their, you know, people that know them. They will never show their true self. The way I am on Clubhouse is the way I am on my YouTube live stream. I'm the same person. Do you know why? Because playing a character is too taxing for the body. You're not able to keep up.
It's
So
too
being
tiring.
yourself, being yourself is the best way to go.
How about if people don't like you yourself?
What's that, sir?
How about when you're yourself, people don't like you? What do you
Yeah,
think
of course,
about people in a society?
If people don't like you, nobody likes everybody. This is humanly impossible for one person to like everyone. And sometimes it's just, it could be the tone of the voice. It could be the cadence of the voice. It could be the way someone looks. You could just find someone irritating. They might not disrespect you or be bad to you. They're just, it's like your, what's that thing called? It's not connection. Damn, I was looking for that word. It's not chemistry. when you click with someone, that's when that's not there. Whatever that's called, there's a special word for that. When that's not there, it's not there. There's nothing you can do. There's a priest that I think is extremely rude. I don't really like him, but he's my priest. Yeah, compatibility. Exactly. You're just not compatible with a person. It's like yin yang, and not everybody likes you. And the best advice that I do is that I give to people is accept people for who they are. They don't like you. It's okay. Just accept them for who they are.
That's what I say.
That's how you move forward. Don't dwell in it. Why don't you like me? Why don't you? Okay, you don't like me. That's fine. Let's move forward.
I'm like Marmite. You're either going to love me or hate me. And I probably people do hate me on this app, but do you know what? I do not give a fuck. I do not lose sleep.
Is that how you say it, Marmite?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I've been saying marmalade all this time.
I'm like, we're like Marmite, man. People either going to love it or hate it. But majority of the time, people love it. But then you do get the few that don't like it. But I don't care. I don't lose sleep over anyone on Clubhouse.
Like anchovies.
Definitely.
Like anchovies, basically, right? Anchovies.
Yeah. Megatron loves it. He will crash out at me, and then I'll crash out at him, and then he'll be telling her, I'll get messages saying, "Oh, he misses you," and I'll be like, "Yeah, I miss him too." Or he just gives me high blood pressure. But then we always come back together, and then people come. Rabbi came in earlier and said, "Oh, it's nice to see the family back together."
Yeah, Megatron. I think Megatron, like the end of like 2023, he was moving from room to room, and then you get a Megatron where he was called Barthology. He used to be very combative, where he's literally going back and forth in insults with everyone in the room. And then he took a break, he came back, and I said, "Oh, how come you're not being rude no more?" And it's like, I'm trying a different approach. He was polite to everyone, and then he went back to being the mean guy again, and then he became the good guy again, going from room to room. He had many arguments with Namor, King Baldwin as well. So I think now he's stationary. He's got his own room. He has his own crowd of people that listen to him, so he's more stationary now, and he can actually be himself. But it's like you can find a good or a bad, right? So it depends what type of mood he's in. But I'm okay with him. No problem.
He has a lot of feminine traits, you know, very feminine. Moody as hell, yeah.
Yeah, my wife, she usually goes up and down. My wife goes up and down with her mood as well. Like my mom. Everyone,
I think feminine traits are good for a man. You know, it's good to be at least a little feminine. I don't see why not. I mean, I'm comfortable with my manhood enough.
Oh, don't be like
Be a
real
little
and
bitch
misogynic
sometimes.
fucking bastard.
Oh no. No, without a woman, I'm done. Always had a girl. Never be single. I was never, actually, I never really remember being single. No. I don't think I can handle being single. No way.
Oh, I can. I was like celibate for 7 years, man.
Oh, like the Apostle Paul.
Man, I fucking loved it. I'd no one to answer to, no one to cook for. Too much responsibility, man. Having a partner is like having a second child.
me. I don't know how you can go sleep in an empty bed.
Oh yeah, I love it. I love it when he works nights, get all the bed to myself. Oh, I love it. Next year, send him off to Tunisia for Ramadan. Long piss off.
I need a nice piece of
I'm boring, Megatron, man. I like my own company. Is that weird?
No, it's not weird.
No, that is good. That means you are content of being yourself. It's a strong trait.
I love it. If I could spend all day and all night just being in my own company, I would be literally ecstatic.
But you can't because you're married.
Well, no, because I'm not always on my own, am I?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Oh my God, I was goofing around, I think a couple of days ago. I did do you know on CapCut, you can do, so basically I did a video and uploaded it onto CapCut with this new dance trend, man. It took me and my friend ages to get the right video, but it turned out really good. It was funny. It was really funny. Man, Daniel's been quiet all night, man. What's going on? You fell out with Daniel, Megatron.
Oh, see, he really loves his daughter, this guy. Really loves his daughter. Kim Jong-un. The dictator of North Korea. So I'm going to wake up in the morning, have my 3 dates, and go on ahead and go to the gym.
What's with the 3 days?
The date is a fruit.
Yeah, I know, but why do you have that before you go to the gym? What does it do?
Because it's sunnah to have it in the morning.
Dude, you're not a Muslim.
You become immune to poison.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, I don't have to be a Muslim. It's just if they're giving me an advice that if you take these 3 dates, you're going to be immune to any diseases, then why not?
I want to start a date farm.
Yeah, and then once you start it, you can sell it for heaven.
Right. You love the Muslims, don't you?
Well, I live in the UK and I have loads of Muslims around me, so it's constant debate. If I was living in New York City and I had like loads of Hebrew Israelites and Jews and Mormons, maybe I'll have to focus on that. But here, there's just Muslims.
Yeah, so you need your antagonist relationship, gotcha. Makes sense.
Yes, I base it on my surroundings.
So how does it feel to be like part of the pagan Anglican church?
The pagan Anglican church?
Yes.
I don't know, I've never been in one.
Which church are you in?
None of your damn business.
Oh, that's harsh.
But I'm not an Anglican.
What are you? I mean, what else is there in England? I thought it was only Anglican. This
None of your damn business.
Oh, you must be one of them African Hebrew Israelites.
No. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what I am. It's not going to change your life. And I don't want you in my religion, so.
It's pagan though, right? You worship multiple gods and all that good stuff.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what I worship. I could worship the devil.
You get on my knees and look at a statue and ask for intercession. Is that what we're doing?
No. But you're a nobody.
Is that your HDHD kicking in and being annoying?
No, I'm being honest. You're literally a nobody.
I'm somebody to somebody.
No, you're a nobody. Like, people won't even listen to you.
We've been talking for like about 2 hours. How's that possible?
I'm being here for sex and a Megatron, not you.
I didn't say that, but you engaged me, so you must have recognized that I'm somebody.
What's going on? Why are we fighting?
Yeah, this dude is crazy. He's a pagan and he's upset.
He's acting like a little bitch.
He's a pagan and he hates Muslims for no reason.
Shut up.
Fuck you.
Go fuck your mother. You little bastard. Fucking weirdo. He just started just started turning on me. Like, the guy's not right in the head. We're just here chilling. He just starts insulting, like, for no reason whatsoever. What a pagan little idiot. Worship free gods, like. I literally have thousands of people that listen to me talk. You're a nobody. You're a nobody. And I bet you don't even have a car. Pagan boy. No bitch face. In front of my face, he would never, ever. I've never been disrespected like this in front of my face. That's never happened. You guys are
I
going
think
to
that's
see.
like that general for everyone.
Yeah, but just yeah, when I go to Speaker's Corner, it's just going to be like, oh, brother, you go to gym. Why is your arm so big, brother?
To be honest, I think the social media platforms is what gives most of these guys balls.
Because in reality, they ain't got none to defend me. Proper British soldier man.
I've already got so many weapons, it's unbelievable. have to, man. You have to be. The difference is Speaker's Corner are there to make sure debates don't spiral out of control. Yeah, but how do you explain all the fights that have been going on for years? Atun Tash being stabbed up on her face. The police are there. And plus, you can easily follow someone home. As they're leaving, you can leave. Police don't.
There is a lot of violence down there.
Yeah, there is.
And I don't think police observed Speaker's Corner as well as what they should be.
No, there's violent to people who they know they can be violent to. Because to be violent to me, you gotta be like, have the biggest mental health issue ever.
I've never been there, but is it like heavily monitored by the police? Like, is there a lot of police down there?
Well, you have a Hyde Park police station right there. It's a very small, little, tiny thing, like a booth. You have a van there, and you also have police officers patrolling up and down.
So how the fuck does someone get stabbed down there then?
Oh, because you could just wear a balaclava and do it quick and have an escape route.
When was the last time you was down there?
A while back now. It's been 2018.
Have you debated Hamza from Hamza's Den down there before?
No, I debated him on my channel though.
Man, he's an idiot, he is. What is it with British guys, especially the converts?
The ginger
That
one.
convert, they're all fucking ginger fat bastards. Have you seen them all? Ginger fat cunts with no purpose in life that they have to turn to there.
With him.
I'm gonna follow you on YouTube, man.
He's like, what does it mean? It's like, what does it mean? So what do you mean, what does it mean? Like, what does it mean?
Have you seen the other guy, Chris Rampage?
No.
Oh my god. Are you on TikTok?
Yes.
Type in Chris Rampage. This guy is one big fat fucking effer, right? He said that he's a bodybuilder. Bodybuilders aren't that fat. So anyway, one day I was on TikTok and he put a video up. He was doing a bench press. The bench weight looked probably about maybe, 60, between 60 and 75 kilogram in weight, right? And it was acting like it was really weird anyway. Because he's big, I commented on his video. I said, oh, what are you going to do after? Go for a nice fucking kebab? Man, the guy, I don't think bodybuilders should be overly obese, right?
You guys here say Chris Rampage.
He's ginger as well. And he wears the probe. Yeah. Revert. Chris Rampage Revert. Yeah.
This guy, his belly is bigger than my whole bed, like bigger than my sofa.
That's what I'm saying. He claims to be a bodybuilder. Bodybuilders aren't that big, are they?
Nah, he's mocking.
He looks more like a fucking sumo wrestler.
He's mocking. So where's my... Let me see how many views I have with Hamza.
I said to him, oh, is that why you converted? It's because you're ginger.
Oh, it's got 6.1 thousand views. And let me see my debate with the other New York Muslim. 7.2 thousand views.
What's your name on YouTube?
Christian Malik.
I'm gonna have a look. I'm gonna subscribe.
I was like, Islam is false. And he's like, Islam is false? What does that mean? I say, what do you mean, what does that mean? Islam. He's like, what does Islam mean? I'm like, what? You don't know what Islam means? Like, what does Islam mean? And then I told him what Islam means, and he's like, what do you mean by false? What does false mean? I'm like, Hamza, why are you doing this for? Why are you doing this? I challenged him. I said, come and debate me. The next one I want to debate is, what's that guy called? Muslim Lantern. I want to debate against Muslim Lantern. If you listen to, my favorite debate is me versus Central Dawah.
Oh,
If you want Christian Panic versus Central Dawah, that's hilarious.
he's another idiot. But I think
No, Christian Panic, Central Dawah, death threats. He threatened me, like, he threatened to slap me, and then he said he's going to come to Speaker's Corner in 2 months' time, and it's already been 3 months' time, and he's still not here now.
mate, God Logic fucking bait Hamza live on TikTok. That was the most funniest thing I'd ever watched. And because he had no reaction to what God Logic was saying, it was like, oh, well, your book's fucked anyway. It was so funny.
There was like another Muslim from Speaker's Corner. He went to God Logic stream and Sam Shamoon stream. I jumped in there and I said, let me ask this Mohammedan a question. And then he's like, yeah, go ahead. I said, do you remember me? And he's like, no. I said, I obliterated you in Speaker's Corner. I'm here to finish you again. And then afterwards he's like, I'm sure that you did not do this. And I'm like, yes, I did. Watch this. And then I completely obliterated him, yeah. The guy's like, oh, I need to find the verse. And then I said, I'm going to give you 10,000 years for you to find the verse. And then Sam Shamoon came in and he's like, oh, Christian Manic. Brother, you're the guy from the so-and-so channel. You was with Christian Prince, wasn't you? And I said, oh, yeah. I was on Times TV with Christian Prince. And then he's like, oh, okay, brother, I'm going to give you mods to my channel. And I said, oh, okay. Oh, nice one. Thank you, Sam. And then he's like, okay, quick question for you two. Do you really despise Muslims? I'm being serious. Is it the religion you have issues with or the people? Just trying to understand. No, I don't despise Muslims. I have no hate towards Muslims. I am angry over the people in Nigeria being slaughtered right now. That does anger me. I am angry over like child marriages that happen in some Muslim countries. But I don't hate the Muslims. I think that their religion is funny, and I just ask them historical questions basically regarding their religion. I think it's funny, that's all.
That's how I look at it. It's just funny. It's like reading a comic book.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't hate Muslims. But the faith is just funny.
Yeah, there's loads of funny stories in the Quran, and like when they say, "Oh, Jesus was a Muslim," that's my favorite one.
Yeah. Oh no, my favourite one was the stone running off with Moses' clothes, and I swear to God, I was laughing all the way through reading it. Literally, like it was just so funny. Some of the hadiths.
There you go. Here's one.
For the Christians to call Allah Father. I never said that. What?
He's a liar.
So you said that it's okay for the Christians to call Allah Father. I never said that. What? You've been clipped, bro. The word Father never came out of my mouth. You said a long time ago it was okay to use that. I never said that on this live. You did. The word, bro. I can't. If you play Play the clip right now of me saying that, wallahi, I'll leave Islam on the spot right now. Play the clip right now of me saying that, wallahi, I'll leave Islam on the spot right now.
And here's the clip right now.
Didn't you say that a long time ago that you used to call father in a different sense? Okay, so I didn't say it on this live, correct? You did say it. Okay, play the clip, I'll leave Islam on the spot. Play the clip, I'll leave Islam. You did say it. I will make a clip out of you. So right now, I can't play it now. I will play it, bro. Send it to you, bro. I will put it on TikTok. Pull it up, Jamie. Again, I don't mind saying that there could have been a time where prophets referred to God as Father. I'm literally telling you, it would have made God, it would have given him the title Father. Thank you.
And one more time.
During the time of Jesus, he could have referred to God as Father. What's the problem? Okay, so
that's why he got completely obliterated in a debate because he tried to lie, and I said, you've been clipped. When I say you've been clipped, it means he thought he never knew me. Hamza should have warned him. No, this guy, he's been debating Muslims since 2011. He's been there with Christian Prince and Sam Shamoon. He's been doing this longer than God Logic. Don't go to his channel. Like, just because he's got low viewers, don't fall for that trap. But they never warned him. He usually goes to these little Christian channels and just bullies them. But when he came to my channel, he hit a brick wall. And then he was recording. Do you know what this guy done? He deleted the recording of my debate with him on his channel because he lost so badly. But what he didn't know is that I was live on YouTube. It's there until today. Oh, man. Amazing.
And I bet he still didn't leave Islam, did he?
That's it, Christian Malik. They don't realize that we listen to every word they say. Like, you're listening. They don't realize that.
Yeah, he's like, you can, I believe that in the time Jesus could have called God Father. And I was like, you said that you could have called God Father. He's like, I didn't. Show me where I said that I will leave. Wallahi, I will leave Islam right now. And then I showed him and he didn't. Like, he's just dishonest. Like, you're a liar. You did say that and you got proven wrong. And it's embarrassing. I like the Gospel of Jason. Did you hear the Gospel of Jason one? Look. This Muslim comes in. He pretends to be a Christian, yeah, and I catch him out quickly.
Yeah, hello, sir. Are you Kobe? Are you a Muslim? I was raised Christian, but currently I'm agnostic, so I'm kind of floating in between. You was raised a Christian? Yes, yeah. So Abrahamic faith, so I have. What denomination did you come from? Protestant. Have you read the book of Jason? Yes. As a child, I did, yeah. You've read the book of Jason? So he's laughing. Right, the book of Jason doesn't exist, I just made it up. He's laughing. The book of Jason does not exist, I just made it up, so I doubt that he was a Christian.
You see? Yeah, I'm a Christian, yeah, I've read the Bible and that, yeah. Oh, what denomination do you come from? Oh, yeah, I was a Protestant. Oh, okay. Have you read the book of Jason? Yeah, I've read all of it when I was a kid. You've read the book of Jason? Yeah. Amazing. I said there is no book of Jason, I just made it up. This is what I deal with, man. Hearing about the violence in Nigeria and marriages really upset me. I can't align myself with people who believe in that. I'm happy just identifying as a believer in the Most High and respecting everyone's faith. Honestly, yeah, I believe Jesus did refer to God as Father. I know a lot of Muslims might not agree, but that's my take. Well, I can believe that Jesus lives in the moon right now. beliefs are a dime a dozen. Someone can say, oh, I believe that Jesus was actually a female. Beliefs are a dime a dozen. But can you show me a Quran verse where Allah is a father? Can you show me that? A Quran verse where Allah is a father? Jackie? Let's see what the Quran says about that. Quran 19, I'll say chapter, let's go to Quran 19. Scroll down, there's only 98 verses there. Here we go. Let's go to 80, to start at 83. Here we go. Let's go. Okay, let's start by 88. Quran chapter 19, verse 88. And they say the Most High has a son. You have certainly made an outrageous claim by which the heavens are about to burst and the earth to split apart and the mountains to crumble to pieces. In anyone attributing children to the most compassionate, it does not benefit the most compassionate to have children or be a father. There is none in the heavens or on the earth who will come to the Most High, but only as a servant. So actually saying that Allah is a father, it's constituted as bid'ah, means innovation, adding to the Quran, and it's also shirk, blasphemy, to say that Allah is a father in any sense, because we can only say Allah is our whatever of the 99 names that He revealed in the Quran, or we can say that we are His servants. We're nothing else to Him but His servants. We're not His children. The sister said you won't find anything in the Quran that says Allah is a father. The language and meaning are different in Islam. The Quran never refers to God that way. Yes, so you're not allowed to add any more names to Allah. You can't say He's a father. You can't say He's a mother. You can't say any of that. That's innovation. Now, we can't say that God is our mother. This is adding to the Bible something that's not there. You see? In Surah Al-Ma'idah it says that, and the Jews say, the Christian and Jews say, we are the children of Allah and Allah won't punish us. And Allah says, no, you're not His children, you're just human beings. Anselm. Anselm. How are you doing, sir? How are you doing, sir?
Good, sir.
Good, sir, good. You Muslim?
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. I'm Christian.
Yeah, which God you said Allah? Which God you have? You praise to Him.
Allah doesn't exist.
Oh, you atheist or Christian? Oh, okay. So what does that mean, Allah in Aramaic?
Allah is not in Aramaic.
Well,
if not, I'm going to put you down to the comment. Let me help you out. So the term, the original Aramaic term, the authentic, ancient Aramaic word for God is Ella. It comes from the Ella.
Allah.
It's not Allah. It's not Allah.
Allah. Anything is Semitic language.
Let me go with you. Let's say it's Allah. Who is the Allah of the Christians? Who is the Allah of the Christians? It's Jesus Christ. The Allah of the Christians. Jesus Christ.
Is Jesus God only? Is Jesus only God? Is Jesus only God?
Oh my God, the English barrier.
SubhanAllah. You just said it exists, and SubhanAllah, your tongue just said the truth. You admitted that Allah. Then you just said Allah. The same thing.
Okay.
It's the same thing. Okay. If God doesn't exist, hold on. If God doesn't exist,
he's panicking.
Wait, one second. If God doesn't exist, can you? 1 second. Do you speak Arabic?
He's panicking.
Do you speak Arabic?
Do you speak Hebrew?
No, I don't know. I don't know Arabic.
You speak Arabic?
You know Arabic?
You speak Arabic?
You know Arabic?
You speak Arabic? You speak Arabic?
I said no.
Do you speak Greek?
No.
Do you speak Latin?
No.
Do you speak English? A little bit, not very good. So I'm finding it. You know when you
What me? You running? Why you thanking, man? Why you thanking now? Wallahi you thanking. Wallahi you thanking. Wallahi you thanking. Wallahi al-azim.
Answer.
You know why? Can you tell me God in the Bible Arabic?
We can't understand what you're saying, so I want you to relax.
In the beginning was okay. Let me read John 1. Let me read John 1 for you.
Conversation. Let's have a conversation.
Let me read the Bible. Let me read John 1.
Conversation, yeah. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word.
Let me talk. I want to hear an argument on here.
Yeah, but we're not. Okay, read it in Arabic. Can you read it in Arabic?
Okay, I'll mute my mic.
No, my argument. في البدء كان الكلمة وكان الكلمة عند الله. Who's Allah? Tell me, who's Allah? Amid, who's Allah in John 1? وكان الكلمة عند الله. And the word was with God. Who's Allah?
Do you know that Allah just means the God, which is a title?
Right.
Title.
Can I respond to him?
Why did he just
It's a title.
So why he said that God doesn't exist? Why he said Allah doesn't exist right now?
Can I respond to him?
Yeah, go on, Chris.
Can I respond to him? But I hope there's a language barrier. You see what you're reading. What is that?
Yeah. In the beginning,
understanding. You see what you're reading now. What is it?
The word of Allah. You said Allah doesn't exist, so you rejected your God.
You're not understanding. So the answer that I want you to give me, is you're reading the Arabic Bible, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So do you know the oldest Arabic Bible?
No, you have oldest Bible?
Let me tell you. It's called Codex Arabic. Let me tell you. Have some self-control. This is a conversation.
Okay, oldest Bible, God, and oldest Bible in English, God, no problem. Codex, okay, no.
Oh my God, this is crazy.
What oldest Bible? Codex?
Listen,
no problem.
Listen, you fucking idiot. Just stay on mute and let him finish talking.
I'm trying to respond.
No. The idiot, you like God, the one who call up people foolish.
1 second, let me respond. You
like a dog, like a Jesus follower, so no problem. You can say, please, don't feel offended.
This is crazy, man. Okay, so you are reading a translation of the Arabic Bible, right? And the oldest manuscript of the Arabic Bible that we have is called Codex Arabicus 151. Let me write it here for you. Oldest Arabic Bible manuscript is Codex Arabicus 151. Copy that and put it into Google. Okay? Oldest Arabic Bible.
Okay.
Oldest. I want you to do this together. I want you to do it together. It's called Mount Sinai Arabic Codex 151.
Which century?
The 9th century.
9th century. Okay.
Yes.
What about the 1st century? What about 1st century?
There's no Arabic Bible in the 1st century.
No, okay, no problem. I don't care about the Arabic.
Okay.
Wait. Why you giving me the Arabic? Wait. This is
My claim is, Allah, the classical Arabic is from the 7th century. It was written down in literary form in the 7th century. Before the 7th century, there is no classical Arabic of the Quran. That don't exist. Only from the 7th century onwards. This Mount Sinai Arabic Codex 151 was written under Muslim control. Okay? And the Van Dyck Bible was also written in Damascus under Muslim control. This is why it even contains Al-Fatiha inside of this Bible, because the Muslims added it there. So before the 7th century, there is no group of people that was worshipping the Islamic Allah. The Islamic Allah is not a father, he's not a spirit, he's not omnipresent. That's the Islamic Allah. Nobody, Adam, Abraham, Moses, Jesus, a portion of Israel. Islamic Allah did not exist before the 7th century.
Okay, one second. So this website or just Wikipedia? That was a website. There a website for the manuscript, Arabic.
What are you asking me?
Or Wikipedia?
What are you asking?
Yeah, you said that. You said because you type it in the comment.
What are you asking me? What are you?
You said Arabic Bible manuscript Codex Arabia. Is that they are website for this manuscript?
Yes. There's many websites for that.
Can you give me the website? No, I don't care. We many websites. I want an original website.
Do you know where the manuscript is now?
I want an original website. Can you give me the original website?
Okay. What do you mean? It's called Saint Catherine's Monastery Library in Egypt.
I want to read it. Oh, okay. I want to read it for original manuscript. Can you give me? Because I did not find it.
You did not find it. Okay. Let me help you. Let me help you out.
Yeah. Help me.
Let me help you out. No problem. I'll put it up there in a link and you can read it all. I will teach you today. You need to learn from me because I don't last forever. Okay, here we go. Okay. There you go. Grab it.
I'm going to put this page here, and I'm also going to give you another page. I'm going to give you loads of websites about the same 9th century Bible.
Okay.
Do you have it?
Okay.
There you go. Take it. You have the Mount Sinai Arabic Codex 151. That's dated to the year 867. That's 9th century. You have Codex Arabicus, which is the 900. So it was created by Damascus by Bishr ibn al-Siri.
Oh my God. Wait. Oh my God. Did you read it? Oh my God. Did you read it? Did you just read it? Oh my God. Can you read Arabic?
What do you want me
Can
to
you
read?
read Arabic? Wait. Can you read Arabic?
What do you want me to read?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. بكل الأجزاء بكل الأشكال أبان. Oh my God. Oh my God. He said he spoke to Allah, our Father, with a prophecy before. Oh my God. Why are you talking about that? Why are you giving me that? This is in Arabic. Oh my God. What is here?
Talking
Can you show
about
me?
the 9th century Arabic Bible. That's the oldest material we have.
Yeah, that's not is mentioned is okay. That mean mentioned the God Allah.
Yeah.
Can you show?
And my argument, it still doesn't beat my argument. My argument is, I want you to show me Allah before Muhammad, because Allah was an invention of Muhammad. That's my whole point. Allah did not exist before the 7th century. You're getting excited because you find Allah in the 10th. Saxon, does it make sense what I'm saying, or is it hard?
No, we don't understand English properly.
Yeah, that's like I
Look, even the shaitan is interfering with his signal.
I'm telling him that Allah did not exist. Like, nobody called Allah a father. Nobody believed in these things about Allah before Muhammad. He's showing me something that comes 200 years after Muhammad. I can make you do bid'ah in shirk if I want right now.
Yeah, so tell me what mean God in Aramaic or Greek or that one Arabic or what would be
A question, but then he doesn't stop to listen. It's crazy.
okay. What word? What word do you claim that was not Allah?
I never said a word that I claim that is not Allah. Okay, let me say it again. You know the Islamic Allah, where he's not Trinity. Allah is not Trinity, right?
Okay.
Allah is not Father, right?
You can a different concept. We have a different concept.
Okay, so show me in the Quran where Allah is Father.
No, I didn't say the Father. We don't. I didn't say. We have a
again.
different
Allah, yes, okay, good. Allah is Trinity, right?
No, that's not. Allah is not Trinity.
Good. Allah is not Father, right?
He's not the Father. Different concept.
Allah is not Spirit, right?
Yeah, of course. Look, Christian. Alhamdulillah, Allah is not the Father. You know why?
No, I'm going by slowly. Okay, you've already said Allah is not Trinity, Allah is not Father, and Allah is not Spirit, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so remember these things. He's not Trinity, He's not Father,
Yeah.
He's not Spirit. Show me a group of people that believe in the Islamic Allah of the Quran before Islam, before Muhammad.
Unnecessarily to telling you to the Christians that believe in the Islamic Allah. Before Prophet Muhammad, any religion other than Christianity?
No, in Christianity, because if you go to Quran chapter 3 verse 55, they believed, if you go to Quran chapter 61 verse 14, Jesus, his disciples, and a portion of Israel believed. And Allah strengthened them until the day of judgment. So, show me a group of people that believed.
Judaism believe in Allah.
Okay.
Judaism believe in Allah.
Let's go. So in Judaism, they believe, what books do the Jews believe in?
Believe in the Torah, believe in Old Testament.
Are you sure?
Yeah, Judaism believe in Old Testament.
You have internet with you?
Yeah, I have internet with me.
Okay, I'm going to give you 20 verses where God is Father.
Yeah.
Testament. Okay.
Yeah, it's slow, bro. It's slow, bro. Can you tell me what mean God in? Well, hold on.
Okay.
Can you go? Hold on. Christian.
You said
brother. Listen, brother.
I need you to go.
No, brother.
32 verse 6.
No, brother.
Deuteronomy, Saxon, you see he's panicking now?
No, brother. No, because he's slow. No.
They worship. Remember?
Brother, he's slow.
I said the 3 points. Number 1, Allah is not a Trinity. Number 2, Allah is not a Father. Number 3, Allah is not a Spirit. I asked you which group of people believe in these things about Allah. You said
Judaism believe in one God.
Okay, I'm not. The 3 points is not one God.
Oh, okay. You want to say the group believe in the Trinity? That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Even if you prove Trinity, you still have 2 points: Spirit and Father.
No.
You don't understand?
Okay.
You don't have one hurdle. You have 3 hurdles to jump over.
Just 1 second. Before
let me just read this verse. 1 second. Mute your mic. Let me just read this verse quickly. Deuteronomy 32:6. Do you thus repay the Lord, O foolish and unwise people? Is he not your Father who brought you? Has he not made you and established you?
We don't believe in the Father because deficiency. He's deficiency God. He's deficiency God. He's sleeping. He's awoken from asleep. Wait. So, wait. Christian, let me educate you, Habibi. You believe that God is perfect? Wait. Do you believe that God? No, Christian, I have 1 minute before to go. Just 1 minute, okay?
Change the topic, brother.
I will back up.
Isma. We're talking about Allah not being a Trinity, good. Allah not being a Father, good. Allah not being a Spirit, good. Now, what we are doing is we're establishing which group of people believed in this. You said Yahuda. You said Jews.
Oh, okay.
And I said, which book do they believe in? You said the Old Testament.
Okay,
Let's go to the Old Testament. When we go to the Old Testament, God is Father.
Okay, Christians. The Christians believe in that. Okay.
Psalm 89, no, this is Jew book, the Jews, Judaism, the Psalms of Dawood, David, their book. This is the Torah, the Tanakh, it's their books. And it says, he shall cry to me, you are my Father, my God, and the rock of my salvation. Dawood called God Father. Musa called God Father. Daniel called God Father. Job called God Father.
Christian.
Isaiah called God
Give me 1 second. I will destroy your argument. Christian, be quiet. Let me destroy your argument. But
Father and Spirit.
No. Wait. Christian, Habibi. Slow down, Habibi. Go to Codex Sinaiticus, the oldest Bible, 1st century. Go read what mean God in English and tell me what mean God in Arabic. Shut up. Go read it, Google it right now because you're so slow, man. You're telling me to go to the Arabic manuscript.
Stick to the Jews.
Go right now because you're so.
Stick to the Jews. Stick to the Jews.
The Codex Sinaiticus is the oldest Bible. It's the oldest Hold on.
Anselm, I will go to Codex Sinaiticus, I promise, but you need to listen to one thing, brother, please. Listen to one thing.
God me. What he said, the God?
It doesn't. Brother, let me explain something to you. Going to the Christians in their book, God is a father. Going to the Jews in their book, God is a father. Going to the Christians in their good, God is a spirit. Going to the Jews in their book, God is a spirit. This is not helping you.
It is.
So again, the question remains here. I see that you failed with the 2 books. So, before the 7th century, show me a group of people anywhere on earth that you can provide evidence for that believe that God is not a father and is not a spirit.
Look, why are you jumping to the people? I don't care about people. I care about the manuscript right now. So the Codex Sinaiticus, the complete copy, is back 1st century. You can go. Tell me what mean that God. Show me that word in. For example, go to John 1:1 in oldest Bible in Codex Sinaiticus right now. Tell me what meaning in English. And go translate God in Arabic. Go right now. Go. Don't cry.
The Arabic language didn't exist.
The Arabic language is Semitic language, Yahman. It is Semitic language.
Okay, so this is another challenge for you. This is another challenge for you. What you need to do, Ibn Sharmuta Hanzir. So what you need to do is
Jesus Christ.
Ibn Sharmuta Hanzir. So what you need to do is
your mama like Jesus called Allah. Your mama like Jesus called.
Okay, so what you need to do, listen, what you need to do is, the Codex Sinaiticus is written in Greek. When the Codex Sinaiticus was written and Codex Vaticanus were written in the 3rd, 4th century, Arabic language of the Quran did not exist. So what you need to do to refute me is show me Arabic language, classical Arabic, in the 3rd century.
I don't care what you think. Tell me why Jesus said in Aramaic, the language of Jesus, Aramaic, Yahmar. Jesus speak Aramaic, nor I didn't say in Arabic.
Do you want me to answer that question now? Do you want me to answer that question?
You said Allah. You know, you are donkey. You're literally donkey.
No, he
You're
didn't.
literally donkey.
No, he didn't. God in Aramaic.
Jesus, he illiterate.
This guy,
illiterate like John.
Hold on. This guy thinks because he's shouting, he's winning the argument.
You're literate like John. You're literally like a John.
Listen, Mutawa boy, shut your fucking mouth.
No, he's spanking. He's spanking.
Shut your mouth, Mutawa boy. You are an objective.
Shut up, Jesus said in the Bible.
This is the problem. This is the problem. Your first object of cousin marriage. The object of cousin marriage. Right. Sorry, guys. This is the object of first cousin marriage. That this imbecile can't even talk. Have a decent conversation.
So you guys are not here for conversation. You guys just want to insult people.
No, he's not here for conversation.
Let's give him one more chance, please. Let's be nice, guys. I'm done.
Oh, bring him up. He's trying to go to another topic. I'll bring him up to my first point. He's just running away from the point.
He can't even understand English, bro.
Yeah, bring him back up. He's let him have a go. Go on. Have a good 10 minutes. Go on,
Nobody asked you second because Jesus is telling you for a woman just shall be silent.
First of all, my name is Saxon. It's Saxon. It's Saxon, not Saxon.
This is women.
Go pronounce English properly.
You shall
pronounce English properly.
Be quiet like this telling you.
Fucking motherfucker. Go and learn English properly before you pronounce my name.
Jesus taught you to cursing. Jesus taught you cursing.
So, are you ready to come back and talk to me again?
No, talk to you because I just proven the point. Okay.
You didn't prove nothing. You fucking did.
Yeah. Anyone else?
You're a divvy bastard. You're a divvy bastard. You're the son. You're the son of the motherfucking bastard.
Just be quiet, woman.
Whatever.
Just be quiet.
Whatever. You be quiet.
Can you tell me? Can God go sleep? Can God sleep then?
Tell me.
Is it God a perfect
Can God sleep in?
I'm done with this point.
Sleep in?
Ansel.
Yeah. Christian, can you tell me?
Do you remember
is God perfect?
We were having?
Yeah, I don't have a question, Habibi. I don't have a question.
First, we need to deal with the topic that we were talking about.
Yeah, I'm done with this topic.
Do you remember?
No. I'm done with this topic.
Do you remember the why?
Yeah, because you said Allah. The original language is Jesus speaking Aramaic, not Greek or Hebrew. Jesus speak Aramaic, Ahmad.
Jesus spoke Aramaic. Where did you get that from?
Good job, from. Can you tell me where? Yeah, this is original language. Who wrote the okay?
Where did you get that?
The Bible written after 100 years. It was written in Greek. Jesus did not write the Bible.
Where did you get that? You speak Aramaic.
Jesus did not write the Bible. Who's the author of the Bible?
What is Injil? What does Injil mean? What does it mean?
Scripture. Injil is a scripture.
Injil is you all right. So the word Quran is in what language?
Arabic.
Okay. The word Torah is in what language?
The Torah?
Yeah. That's what? That's
original Torah, right? Or are you talking about the
Hebrew?
Original
Hebrew, right? Yeah, Torah is Hebrew, right? The word Torah is a Hebrew.
About original? If original original Torah, I don't know.
No. I'm asking you. The word Torah that's a Hebrew word, correct?
Yeah. According to what you believe, but it's written in Greek.
Yeah. So now Injil. Is Injil an Aramaic word or a Greek word?
Say it again.
Is Injil? Where is Injil?
Yeah.
Is that stem from an Arabic word? I mean, an Aramaic word or a Greek word?
Oh my God.
Evangelion. That's Greek, right? Injil. How do you say good news?
I was eating
gospel in Aramaic. How do you say it in Aramaic?
Okay.
How do you say it in Aramaic?
Jesus speak Aramaic.
I understand. So then why does Allah say Injil when it's a Greek word? Why does Allah is calling it the Injil, which is a Greek? Yeah, I'm asking you because you said it should be in its original language.
Yeah,
Allah is calling it the Greek word. Why? Why not call it the Aramaic word? You said Quran, that's an Arabic word. Torah, it's a Hebrew word. But you're saying Jesus spoke Aramaic, but Allah is saying Injil, and that stems from the word Evangelion, which is Greek. Why would Allah reveal the word? Because obviously, if the book is called Injil, and Injil stems from a Greek word, then it was written in Greek. Just like we're going to say Quran is Arabic and Torah is Hebrew. So then if it's originally in the Arabic or Aramaic, should I say, why did he use an Aramaic word? Why use Injil? Injil is a Greek word.
Injil is a Greek word?
But Injil means evangelion. Yes.
No, you mean so I'm telling you from the.
Okay, what is it now? What is
from
it
the Quran? I'm not talking from the Bible.
Yes, from the Quran. What does Injil? What is it? What does it stem from? What word?
I'm telling you from the Quran. But in the Bible,
Quran is using a Greek word. No, we say gospel. Gospel means the good news. Good news is gospel.
No, it is considered like the guidance or the scripture. You can consider it like that.
Okay. So the scripture, Allah says He brings a messenger to those people of where they live. Correct?
Okay.
Okay. So if Isa was around the Greeks during this time, but you're saying he spoke Aramaic.
No, Jesus speaks Aramaic.
What is the word for gospel in Aramaic? Why did Allah use the word Injil?
Okay, my evidence is that. Yeah, my evidence from the Bible, how Jesus speaks Aramaic, and he said, "Ila lima shabaqtani." So when he began God,
exactly. Thank you.
For how he was speaking Aramaic.
What is the gospel called in Aramaic? What is it called?
I don't know gospel in Aramaic.
Well, then why is he telling you the Greek word if he's telling me it's in Aramaic?
Because it's written Greek from the disciples.
No, but Allah gave it the Greek word. Is he referring to the Greek?
So
or is he referring to the Aramaic? You're telling me Allah said that the what was revealed to Isa was in Aramaic. But he's also calling it the Injil, which is not an Aramaic word. Or is it? Is it an Aramaic word?
Okay, what does that mean? Ila, what does that mean in Arabic?
So are you conceding that Allah is saying it's in Greek, correct?
It doesn't matter to go to the Codex.
So then why are you asking? So why are you bringing up something
in Arabic?
He never said anything about Aramaic. This is your own understanding. And
you don't have the manuscript in Aramaic. Ya Habibi, you don't have any. Do you have a manuscript in Arabic?
That's what I'm asking you. Yeah, we have the Old Testament.
No, you don't have. It is in Greek. It is in Greek and Hebrew.
We do.
Exactly.
We have.
So
We found it.
Exactly.
Which century?
Just quickly. Which
century?
Okay, let me say something quickly. 1 second. Give me 5 seconds. Give me 5 seconds. So, in the Dead Sea Scrolls, 300 BC, we have the Book of Daniel and the Book of Ezra. They're both fully written in Aramaic.
You said 300?
300 years before Christ, in the Dead Sea Scrolls, the Book of Ezra and the Book of Daniel, and the Book of Ezra and Daniel, they're both written in Aramaic.
Can you give me? You said Jesus. Okay, can you give me the manuscript that you're talking about? Give me the link. Which is century?
I'm not going to spoon feed you my.
No. Give me the manuscript, Habibi. Give me the manuscript in Arabic.
Give you the manuscript. Go to Google, man. Ask someone else.
No, I don't care about Google. Give me link.
Come on, man. I'm not your father.
The banking. Give me link. Why are you muted now?
So, if you're asking about the use of Aramaic, so there are some chapters in Ezra.
Can you give me the manuscript in Aramaic?
I can tell you which parts are written in Aramaic.
Yeah, put the link in here. Let me Google it.
I was in the process of telling you that. So, anyways,
which century?
So the parts that are written in Aramaic include chapters in Ezra, Daniel, and Jeremiah. Ezra from 4:8 to 6:18, 7:12 to 26. And
No problem, sir. Sir, can you give me the link, please?
The link to what?
You said you have the manuscript in good Aramaic.
I'm giving you the book and the chapters. So
no, I don't care about the chapters right now, sir.
Okay.
Give me the manuscript. Give me a link of the manuscript right now. I will Google it.
The link to the manuscript for Ezra?
I don't care. You said
he wants the link to the Dead Sea Scroll. It's in the Jerusalem Museum.
I'm not talking about the Dead Sea Scroll, but okay.
There's a digital version of it. You can Google it yourself, Anson.
But again, okay. Let me see it again. Let me see it again.
Google himself is crazy. You don't know how to Google?
Okay, one second. So, any chapter in the Bible.
You are using your neighbor's Wi-Fi? You can find internet now?
1 second, Christian. Is there any chapter in entire Bible, in Old Testament or New Testament, in Aramaic?
Yes, that's what I keep telling you.
Which century? And give me a link. The manuscript. Give me the manuscript right now.
I don't know what you mean by link. I can give you the chapters.
Sir, okay. Yeah, Habibi, okay. Again, we have...
He wants the link. He wants the link from an article that's talking about it. That's all he wants.
Yeah. Now, for example, 1 second. For example, we have a Codex Sinaiticus, right? It's about 1st century in Greek. Do you have any manuscript in Aramaic?
We just said yes.
Wait, for the New Testament or the Old Testament?
Look on
Where? Give me a link.
the Dead Sea Scrolls. Are you fucking
give me a link, No, there is no any manuscript in Aramaic. Give me a link.
Yes, there is.
Of course there is. What are you talking about?
Give me a link.
1 second.
I'm so confused. Are you talking about the Old Testament or the New Testament?
The Old Testament, sir. He's talking about. He's saying
the Old Testament.
Daniel.
Look, it's very
Yeah, he's saying.
The Old Testament.
He's saying no parts of Daniel is written in Aramaic. No parts of Ezra. He says there's nothing.
So
it's written in Aramaic.
So it's very simple. Most of the Old Testament is written in Hebrew. Almost all of it. There are parts that are written in Aramaic. The New Testament is mostly written in Greek.
But Jesus spoke all three of those languages. Yes or no, Yoram?
Yes, Jesus spoke mostly Aramaic, but he probably spoke the other languages as well.
So it's about 20% in Aramaic and 80% in Hebrew.
Wait, what's that?
So about 20% in Aramaic and 80% in Hebrew.
No, the Roman soldiers, they spoke Latin, and I don't believe that they would be fluent in Hebrew and in Latin to speak. It's like, for example, a guy from Pakistan, the police officers are not going to learn Pakistan in the UK just to talk Pakistani to a guy. They're going to talk in English. It's up to the lower people to know the language of the country.
So in the Dead Sea Scroll, 80% are Hebrew, 20% in Aramaic. In the New Testament, it's in Greek.
Wait, and I have a website have all the manuscripts is in 2nd century. Let me see they'll bring in the language.
Did you search Dead Sea Scrolls?
Bring it.
So you need to bring the Dead Sea Scrolls.
Wait,
he's gonna go through. You're gonna New Testament, Hebrew, Aramaic. You guys have to guide them properly. I'm gonna mute my mic. But you guys have to guide them, otherwise he's going to type the wrong thing. He's going to talk about Codex Vaticanus. Watch.
They're confused. They don't know. That's the problem. We need to let them know.
Okay. Okay, from the 2nd century, 3rd century, and 4th century, and 5th century, there is no Aramaic. Can you give me the link? The manuscript Aramaic, please. Yeah, okay, bring it. Can you bring it?
We just told you, go into it and type in Dead Sea Scrolls.
Yeah, and Dead Sea Scrolls.
That one.
But you're looking at the 5th century. It's not 5th century. It's 200 to 300 years BC. Before not 5th
Jesus.
century forward. Before Jesus, not after.
So that's
Before Jesus.
Old Testament is what we call it.
I didn't ask you. Wait. I didn't ask you before Jesus. I don't care before Jesus. I don't care before Jesus. I'm asking you. The covenant in the time of Prophet Jesus. Near before Jesus.
Actually, the link that Ramadan gave is actually answering your question.
Well, during the time of Jesus, 200 years before Jesus, the Jews, they translated the Torah into Greek, which is called the Septuagint.
Oh, wait. Yeah, but this website, I can't bring it the chapter. How can I bring it the chapter on this website?
Of course you can't.
Okay. 1 second.
Of course you can't. Every time, problem. No isma, just talking all the time. Problem.
I agree.
Oh my God, I thought that was a rat. No, Isma.
Where here I can bring the chapter here. There's no here any option to bring the chapter.
You can't read Aramaic. What are you doing?
Wait, how can I bring the chapter right now? I want to now to see the word of Father as you claim. No, I can't.
What?
1 second.
What are you drunk? What are you talking about? You do know you're in 2 conversations now. Do you wanna have a debate with me? I'm gonna be home in 5 minutes. We can talk. We can carry on our talk about the Father, yeah?
Wait, 1 second.
We're gonna carry on about the Father. But right now, you said that there is no manuscript anywhere written in Aramaic, and we're showing you. And now you want to talk about, but I want Father. Before you want Aramaic, now you want Father.
1 second.
Okay, I looked it up. I think I have the answer for you.
I'm going to be home soon.
So I looked it up. I think I found the answer for you. So there are parts of Ezra that are written in Aramaic, and we have manuscripts that are preserved, written in Aramaic, and the reference dates are 50 BCE. For Daniel, we have some same thing. We have some scripts. Some of those date to 150 BCE up to 30 BCE. So, and I think some of the oldest we have are date to 250 BCE for Jeremiah and Aramaic. So I don't know if that helps you, but yeah, some of the Old Testament is written in Aramaic. Most of it's written in Hebrew. If that helps.
1 second. So that had something from the New Testament.
This is the Old Testament. Old Testament. The New Testament is written in Greek. Now, there are passages which reference Aramaic sayings because they're quoting Jesus, because Jesus spoke Aramaic.
Yeah, but this website can't bring any chapter.
The chapters are in the Old Testament, so I don't know how to say this. The Old Testament has chapters that are written in Aramaic. Most of them are written in Hebrew. Some of them are written in Aramaic. The New Testament is written in Greek. There are some references to Aramaic sayings because they're quoting Jesus, who spoke Aramaic. Is that clear, or am I not clear somewhere?
Screws only stop the S. No, I can't bring anything from any website.
Even what happens with Muslims is when you show them the evidence, they would quickly ignore anything you give them and just jump onto another topic. And they will actually forget all of this that's happening today. He's going to forget. He's going to go to a room. He's going to be like, there is no Aramaic anything. Da, 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 da.
I don't even know what we're debating. What are we debating?
Okay. So do you believe in... One second. You believe in God, right?
No, you believe in Spider-Man.
Yeah, you still believe in Spider-Man and God. You have 4 gods, no problem. Okay, no problem. You have
that's gonna call that on the day.
Guys. Saxon, sister.
Wait
I say he's going to ignore.
I mean God in Arabic.
Everything.
What do you got in Arabic?
Christian, listen.
Stop yelling.
Didn't I say that he was going to ignore everything we say and he's going to change the topic? That's exactly
Listen, I joined very late. I don't even know what's being debated. I literally don't know what the topic of the debate is.
Oh, the topic of the debate was me versus this guy. I asked him a question. He completely ignored me. Even if you try and debate him now, you're going to prove a point. He's going to ignore you.
No, I just want to know what the topic is with regards to Aramaic.
Oh, because I said to him, before the 7th century, nobody worshipped the Islamic Allah, which is a singular person deity who is not a father and who is not a spirit. He said, yeah, the Jews.
No, wait,
believe that God is a father.
Christian,
and then I showed them in the Old Testament, Deuteronomy 32, that Jews do believe that God is a father. And then he went to Codex Sinaiticus to say that God is not a father. And then I said, brother, if you go to the books of the Jews or the books of the Christians, it's not going to help you. God is a father in both those books. So the question still remains. Before Muhammad, I want a group of people that believed in the Muslim Allah, the one who is not a father or who is not a spirit. So a group of people that worshipped one God called Allah that is not a father and who is not a spirit. He said he can, and I'm still waiting, and he will never do that. That's the topic. He should just admit it, be a man, and be like, yeah, there is no group of people that believe in this. That's the topic. We're waiting. And he's like, what does God mean? What does God mean?
Christian, wait.
Yes.
I don't care about
Yes.
Father. Sometimes he's Father, sometimes Lord. What is it? Whatever. Can you tell me what I mean God in Arabic? Why you laugh? Tell me what I mean God in Arabic.
Ilah.
Thank you. Have a nice day. Have a nice day. Come on.
So who is
Have a nice day,
Allah?
donkey.
So who is
Have a
Allah?
nice day, donkey.
So who
Have a
is
nice day,
Allah?
donkey. Have a nice
So
day.
who is Allah? Because Allah is a name. Remember that. Bismi Allah, in the name of Allah. Allah is a name. Like when we say the name of Jesus, Bismi Allah. Where did he go? Don't tell me enough, guys. Oh,
To be honest, I'm glad he's left, man. He's fucking doing my head in. There's no point in speaking to someone that doesn't even fully understand English and what you're saying.
and you see, Saxon, my streams are exactly like this. I've spoken to thousands of these guys, and they all do the same thing.
Oh, well, Mixed's here. Mixed is Jewish and he speaks Hebrew. So, in the Old Testament, Mixed, how does the Jews address God? In terms of what do they call him? Father, Lord, Adonai, Elohim. So, can you clarify that?
David called him Father.
Yeah, sure. Like in a Jewish blessing, for example, they'll say Baruch, bless, Atah, you. Then they'll use the name of Hashem, and they'll pronounce that as Adonai, which roughly means my master. Eloheinu, our God. Melech, king. Ha'olam, of the world. And then we thank him for something that he did.
And they don't use the term Abba.
What?
They don't use the term Father in Deuteronomy 32.
I believe there is a special prayer called Avinu Malkeinu, where we say, our Father, our King.
Yeah. But it's not like blasphemy for a Jew to call God a father or their like spiritual father, right?
No, that's a supported concept. Specifically, God highlights to Moses on his way into Egypt that Israel is his firstborn, and that as punishment for how the Egyptians had treated God's firstborn, he was going to enact justice against the Egyptian firstborns.
Yeah.
He said that right before trying to kill Moses at an inn.
Yeah, so this Muslim came in and he said, nowhere in the Old Testament, in the Torah or the Tanakh, does anyone refer to God as Father, anywhere.
I mean, God says that the children of Israel are his firstborn son, Behor.
Exactly. And when we go to the Quran, it says the Jews say that they are the children of Allah, and Allah says, no, you're not my children, you're just human beings. So it's a complete different thing. That's what I was trying to show him. And he called me a donkey and left. He called me a donkey in Arabic and left.
You should invite Ramadan to move up. Seems like he knows a lot there.
He was talking like a donkey. He was acting like a donkey himself.
Oh my days, sister, I can't remember what stream it was, yeah? There was this guy, he came in, African, like, Nigerian Muslim uncle, screaming in the phone. And I'm like, hello, sir, hello, sir. And he was like this guy, but on steroids with a uncle African accent. It was hilarious.
Yeah, but that's the thing, because they're shouting, right, and they're over talking you and shouting, they actually think they're winning, but they're not.
And you know how I got him? I was like, oh double uncle. And he's like, you know Nigerian? I'll be like, yes. Come on, brother, I eat ungusi.
He was like, you know Ungusi. It was like, oh, brother, listen. And then I was talking to him. I was like, you know about this? So I went down to his level, and then he started listening to me. By the start, it was just screaming. Yeah, they think it's a debate is who can shout the longest for.
Yeah.
That's the winner.
But you know what the weirdest thing is? It was trying to say that the Jews basically called God Allah. The Jews never referred to Allah as God.
No, even the oldest Torah, just the Torah for the Jews in Arabic, it still doesn't say. It's still after Islam. That's my whole point. The classical Arabic of the Quran is after Islam. So how old? If you go to Google, right, how old is classical Arabic from the Quran? It will say 7th century. Oh, when did the classical Arabic of the Quran start? Let's answer this. When did the classical Arabic of the Quran start? Here we go. 7th century. It says here, classical Arabic or Quranic Arabic originated in the early 7th century, specifically starting with the revelations of Prophet Muhammad between 610 and 632 in the Hijaz region. And before that, you have Proto-Arabic, which is Nabatean Arabic. And if you show them Nabatean Arabic script, they know the alphabets, but they don't know what it's saying. For example, if I show Old English to any English reader here, you will know the alphabet, but you won't know what it's saying. What's that old Hebrew, Mazed? What's that old Hebrew? It looks like pictures and symbols. Oh, it's called Paleo Hebrew. It's got Aleph, Bet, Gimel, Belet, Hey, Vav, Zaid, and Tav. Tav looks like a cross. So just write Paleo Hebrew alphabet. Do we have any Muslims? Where did the Jew go?
I don't know, but I'm going to get going. It's almost 3 a.m. and I'm not good.
I know, it's almost 3 a.m. to me as well. I need to get down to some kipping. I need to go to the gym tomorrow, or I'll just be a fat slob.
Man, I'm going to church in the morning.
Oh, nice. Nice. I've already had my church today. I went to church nighttime Saturday, so that counts as a holy day.
Yeah.
Because it's like sundown. When I wake up and I log on, Megatron's going to be here. I think he sleeps with the clubhouse thing on.
Some days he usually.
All right, guys.
All right, good night.
All right, guys. God bless you. God bless you.
Nice. God bless.
Byron, can you have a decent conversation?
No, God. What's up?
That was some crazy talk there.
No. Easy.
Now, he's a Muslim or he's a Christian?
Christian.
Oh. Because it sounded like he was talking a lot of Islamic stuff.
So there's this thing here I want to show you. We've been looking at. Did you see the XLR stuff or no? Were you here for that?
Did I hear what?
The XLR.
No, I wasn't here for that.
Okay, good. Here, read this. Like, so we're on the same page here. I looked this up. There are many different angles, but the angle that I'm going with is preservation. That's interesting. There's some pretty decent stuff here. It's so interesting because it's like never ending one. I mean, it goes down from like even them, you know, obviously in that community and they were given rank and their ship flourished during that time. It would make sense that they had consistent scripture. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense for them to say this is part of the history and then the next sentence say, oh yeah, but they didn't have the real scriptures with them. They even wrote about that shit. No. Seems a bit off. Are you reading it or not? Yes. Bueller.
can't hear me?
No, I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you the whole time.
Oh, it's probably because I was on mute.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was reading it. Very interesting.
Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, something to know about.
It's pretty interesting to even think about what's going on today.
The Raz al Jalut. You see, I think this is why I think it's possible eventually for the Jews and Muslim to reach some type of understanding. Like when
They have already.
Yeah. They just need to get past this problem with Palestine.
They think a lot of these people are very uneducated about their religion.
Oh yeah.
They do it on purpose. So.
The Quran says the Messiah must come from the children of Israel in David's line.
No, well, not the children of Israel. They're saying it's
that's what your GPT thing says.
Yeah, that they have a conflict with that because one says the Axelarch and the other one says children of Israel.
If it says the Axelarch is a recognized Davidic royal line.
Yeah, from Persia.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like that was in during that, you know. They're saying
it says that the Davidic royal line was already preserved in Babylonia, then the Masonic lineage question was still alive during Islamic's rise.
Yeah. Oh, then they must have had scripture then.
It says during the Islamic era there were two parallel authorities, the Caliph and the Exarch.
Right. And the patriarchs. Patriarchs obviously being the, you know. But what I'm saying is, there was stuff to have for them to get all the manuscripts they need, and plus you see their scholarship has it. It's Islamic scholarship.
What happened to Saxon?
She left.
Oh.
She not. It's kind of funny, right?
It says she removed Anselm from the stage.
Who's Anselm?
It's a guy apparently that you invited to be a speaker.
Oh. Where did she removed him?
In the log, it says you invited, and then she removed him.
Where's the log? Where's the log?
It's online.
Where?
Like when you look at who removed and who appointed people and stuff like that.
Where is that?
That's in the moderator channel.
Oh, history.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, you didn't know about that?
No.
Yeah, so you can see who's been removing people. So Saxon removed him, looks like a few times, 2 or 3 times. But she removed him right after you approved him. I'm not too crazy with moderators, like, override other moderators, especially since this is like your channel, you know?
Yeah, well, they come in and then what they do is they threaten me that they don't want to hang out with me. Say something. So looks like I'm not gonna have many friends.
That's what Illumi sometimes drives people away.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Let's see, maybe I'm gonna invite some people here and see what happens. I don't know if anybody's up to it this time.
I won't scream at anybody this time.
No, you can, that's good. Well, Migzed was already here. I don't know that he's gonna come back. But I didn't understand some of Malik's points. Like, I don't know why he was saying about, he asked, like, what groups before Islam refer to God, but not as the Father or Spirit or something like that. But the Jews don't typically, I mean, I don't know, the whole thing's a little, I think, more complicated than he was suggesting.
Yeah, well, not everyone's as perfect as Saad when she speaks to Muslims.
True. Now you are at a very high karma. You are in the top 0.1%. So you are like the ultimate.
Correct.
I'm at a very low level. I'm at top 5%. Daniel is top 1%. So I need to increase my karma.
Yes.
Or I guess that's pretty good for somebody that hasn't been on for 5 or 6 years. So
yeah, this is a new account.
yeah.
My account is new. I've had many accounts.
Oh, this is a new. That's right. So you're doing really well.
I've had so many accounts.
So I invited a whole bunch of people, and so far no one's come.
Maybe we can go to a different room. Where's Mahdi?
Who?
Mahdi.
I don't think he's on yet. He usually comes on like in 2 or 3 hours from now, I think. Rob is funny.
He gets so mad.
Yeah, why does he get so mad?
He hates me.
He hates you? No, I think he hates Mahdi.
No, he loves talking.
What? He loves Mahdi?
He loves talking to Mahdi.
He loves talking to him, but because he disagrees with him. He doesn't agree with Mahdi on anything. He's always attacking him, saying, he's wrong about this, he's wrong about this. I think he has a lot of contempt for Mahdi. Well, he's basically calling. Well, I mean, listen to the way he talks to him. He treats him like he's an idiot. He's always saying, "You don't understand. You're wrong about this. You're wrong about that." You know, blah blah blah. It's not like he's ever saying anything nice to him. He never says anything nice. Why would he? Yeah, that's true. But his main target is Mahdi. Yeah, because he's barely speaks English. He's not as articulate in English. He doesn't have a British accent. He tells him he always tells him he's never understand. Yeah, exactly. Now I asked Rob to debate you, and he told me he's not going to do it. Yep. Makes perfect sense. I think he might be afraid of you. Well, I think he sees that I can be very clever when it comes to certain talking points, so he doesn't like that. Exactly. So he'd rather debate Mahdi because he thinks, it's easier for him. Yeah. I think that you would have but who wants to lose the debate anyway? Why would you go into it knowing you might lose? Just don't go into it at all. Rob gets mad at me when I agree with Mahdi. Because sometimes I love it when you do. I love it when you agree with Mahdi. Oh yeah, so when that happens, he gets really, really angry. He said, "Jiro, how can you do that, blah, blah, blah." And I was like, well, I gotta agree with him when he's right. He's making a good point. You should never agree with Mahdi. How could you? Don't you think that he's putting your friendship on the line when he says that? Well, I don't know to what degree we're friends, but it's just funny when he gets very, very angry, and then he tells other people. She's like, "Oh, Euro's created trouble because he's agreeing with Mahdi." And I was like, "How am I creating trouble? I mean, the guy is right on this point. Why should I lie?" Oh, because he wants to call you a troll because he can't. That's what happens. Whenever I agree with Mahdi, he says, "Oh, Euro's trolling." I'm like, "I'm not trolling. I'm agreeing with him because he made a good point." And then, so he gets mad, and then CM chimes in, "Oh yeah, Euro's trolling." And then I caught CM going into other rooms, telling their other friends, "Oh, Euro's trolling over there. Let's get in there." I was like, I even told CM, like, "Why are you doing that? That's not right." I can't agree with Mahdi ever. No. Why can't I when he makes good points sometimes? You're not allowed to. If you're Rob's friend, you have to just agree with Rob. Yeah, apparently all the time, no matter what he's saying. I mean, no matter what he says. And the thing is, Rob sometimes is like, he has, for instance, Rob has a certain view of God, which he's trying to force on everyone else. Because he says, God must do this, God just do that. And I was like, well, you have theists that don't agree with your conception of God, Rob. I mean, God doesn't have to be the way you say he is. I mean, well, he's the most, because he's creating the most logical God. But you don't get to God through logic. Exactly. And he does this all the time. He says, and so when I told him, like I thought Mahdi had a really good argument the other day about, because he was trying to say, well, basically he was trying to say, well, if there's a God, how come there's calamity in the world? And Mahdi gave a perfectly good explanation. And I said, well, that's the explanation. And he said, no, it can't be that because then God that God isn't God because he's not some maximal God or something. And I was like, well, and I told him, I told him, I said, that's your conception of God. Why is Mahdi required to adopt your conception of God? He's not. I said, the problem isn't Mahdi's argument. The problem is that you're trying to force a particular view on what God is on theists, and they don't have to accept your view of God.
Why would they accept God's? He's just positing definitions.
Yeah, so then he's insisting God has to be that way. I was like, no.
Yeah, with no explanation.
Yeah, I know.
Like, with no explanation. It's insane.
Yeah, and Mahdi even asks him, why does it have to be that way, Hey, Toast.
And then he goes from hypothetical to literal within a moment's time. So he'll get you to go with the hypothetical, and then he's like, oh, no, I mean, well, no, and then does that switch.
Yeah, that's true. Toast, what's up, Toast?
Hi there, I just got moved.
Well, welcome.
Thank you.
So I guess you're interested in the fall of Babylon.
Yeah.
What in particular?
We're living through it today.
Where is Babylon today?
All around us.
The whole earth.
If you're a part, like, NATO is like actually the UN. The UN's kind of like Babylon, basically.
Okay. So the UN is Babylon, and it's falling.
Yeah.
Following is intended only for mature audiences. Your discretion advised.
Megatron?
Thanks for meeting me here. Usually not an interweb dating guy. Rarely ever use this small tutor. Unless it's to bug my insurance liberty.
Oh, said I hate this one, but it's true. You can save hundreds modeling with Liberty. Liberty?
Right.
Get me.
Are you hungry? Let's get some outside now.
Absolutely.
Only pay for what you need.
Rabbi, welcome.
So we're with you today. Tomorrow.
Thank you, Euro.
It's a little something we like to call.
What's up?
Not that much. Figured you see what's going on if you guys found another Islamic dilemma.
Well, we
It's
just...
all at the Father. Oh my goodness. We're on to something.
What do you think? Is Allah the Father?
Interesting. Well, he says he's not, but he does a lot of nice things for Isa. He goes out of his way.
It's going to be chaos.
effect.
What's up?
Yeah, what's up?
Circle back.
Yeah, it's CM. What are you doing, CM?
Hello.
Hello. Oh boy, you guys are in trouble now. Sam is here.
Yeah, big trouble. Why? Wait, what happened? He's gonna get the problem of evil. Oh, dude, I'm sorry. Bart, you were there with Rob yesterday. Why didn't you ask him about it? After like 2 days of talking shit about Rob, why didn't you talk to him about it yesterday? His birthday?
Wait, who are you asking?
Megatron. He wants to know about Rob's problem of evil. That he just grants himself a lot of shit on. Like, no, dude, I explained it to him like 6 times. Even gave him some of the, which I thought he would know, some of the common like rebuttals and responses to the problem of evil. About, you know, like maybe God allows evil for like greater good down the line. Or
wait, wasn't I there for that?
Dude, Barth has been going at it for like 2 days, like losing his shit. And the weirdest thing, he doesn't understand like the difference between internal critiques and external critiques. Because when we start telling, we're doing an internal critique, so we are accepting the theological, like Christian worldview or something. Like we're accepting that there's a God and that morality comes from God. Because we're doing a critique that way, which the problem of evil is an internal critique. And he starts talking about like determinism, and like he starts asking us, but you don't believe in like morality comes from God. I know, dude. That would be an external critique. We're granting that morality comes from God, and this is like the Christian worldview or the theist worldview. And under that paradigm is how we're making the argument. I don't know. This guy can't focus. Like he can't understand that like. You can't start saying, but you don't believe in morality or like objective morality. We're doing an internal critique. It's so weird, dude. And so I kind of just gave up.
Well, let Bart speak for himself, but I don't think that I was there. I mean, I took yesterday off. So unless this was yesterday.
It was yesterday. It started the day before, but it was yesterday also.
So yesterday I missed. But the day before I was there. It was me and Rob and you and Mahdi.
And no, but it was mostly in a different room. So it started maybe 3 days ago. It started with, he was going crazy at me and Neil Paul. Like, he's like, you guys fucking cheerlead for Rob so much. I'm like, and I agree. I believe Rob understands this shit way more than Barth does. 100%. Even the theist arguments he probably understands better than. Hey, Megatron, you're not there?
Yeah, he was here a minute ago. I'll probably be back. But you're saying that who understands it better? Rob understands it better?
Dude, yeah, he's just been going at Rob for like 2 or 3 days.